Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Flesh and Blood stream. I am excited because it's a new day. Hey, I've been waiting all day to make that joke. I'm excited to play new tonight. I think she's a fun hero, and I think we're gonna have some pretty good games tonight. I'll have to tell everybody I had a chance to play some to actually play the card Goldmane Estate a little bit off camera today, and it was pretty impressive. I was pretty impressed with the card as an overall. Also, sorry, there's something on my glasses, so I gotta clean it. But I was pretty impressed with the Goldmane Estate card overall as a whole. Like, I think the card's pretty cool. I think it adds a lot of value. It's just kind of a shame, in my opinion, that, you know, Guardian's virtually unplayable in the current metagame. Kind of depresso for me, because, you know, I'm a big Guardian fan. Always have been. Loved Oldham, played Bravo for a while, and then played Victor. So I still have no idea what I'm doing for Nationals. So if you guys are members of the Discord, I told everybody that, you know, my super secret deck I was working on was really Decimator Dory, and that it's kind of out. We kind of just threw it out the window. It's not good enough. So, excuse me. So, yeah, I don't know. We're kind of trying to figure out what to play for Nationals. I don't know. Kind of Azalea's kind of on my radar now. I don't know. I'm just kind of all over the place. Don't really know what I want to play, but let's get into some games. Let's get into some games. Let's see. Hey, Vim, what's going up? You heard correctly. I did finish last in a game of Monopoly last night. It was pretty rough, dude. It was pretty rough. Dude, Solace, what's up, dude? Captain, how are you, buddy? And Jay, what's going on, dude? Appreciate you guys for being here and hanging out with me tonight. I'm pumped to play some new. It's been a long and stressful week at work, so I am ready to unwind and play some cards and kind of relax tonight. Hang out. Oh, man. I'm just hoping I don't make New look too bad tonight. I know that New's very good and she has a lot of very powerful things that she can do, so I'm just hoping to try and make her look good. So, sorry it's been stressful? Oh, no, dude, it's all good. It's just work sometimes. It's just kind of how it goes. I have no idea how we're ever supposed to beat this, but I truly have no idea what the game plan is here. We have Null Rune gloves. Then that's it? Like, we literally get gloves? Bro. This is so bad. This is so bad. New is Bay. I've already ordered the marbles. Dude, let's go. That's exciting. I heard something about Nationals. Yes, I had originally was trying to pick out my deck for Nationals, and I was trying to make Decimator Dory work. What does this say? I was trying to make Decimator Dory work, and I just can't. It's just not good enough into Enigma, unfortunately, so I am not going to be playing that. So I was thinking about playing Decimator Dory, but I think I'm testing, like, we're probably looking at testing Azalea right now. It's probably going to be the next thing I'm going to be looking at as far as everything's concerned. Hey, Coco, what's up? Dude, I appreciate you coming by and hanging out. The real answer was always Decimator Bolton. Well, that's clearly why I was never doing well, because I just didn't have it. Just wasn't there. Just the Nick of Bonds of Agony is absolutely brutal. I felt safe blocking its 1 damage with 9 block, but it wasn't enough. Jesus, that's crazy, bro. How can you How can you block 9 on anything and it not be enough? That's absolutely crazy to think about, in my opinion. Kano isn't a bad matchup for new. Yeah, I mean, if we were playing AB3, I think it'd be fine, but we're not playing AB3, and I think that makes it really bad. So that I am not looking forward to, unfortunately. So we can play Bonds of Agony and, I mean, do pretty well with it here, right? Like, we get the 1, 2, 3 reaction here. We cannot throw either of the daggers, unfortunately, but we do get to throw Bonds and try to push over the top here. Just throw Bonds and delete all their multipliers. That's going to be the plan. That's what we're going to try to do. Hey, Max, Ethan, what's up? How are you guys? You guys doing okay tonight? So let's go Siren's Call to start. We'll see what blue we can get from their hand. I mean, I guess we can't Bonds anything away, right? They can just play stuff at instant speed. Like, it just doesn't matter, right? Kasai is underrated. When you're used to her, when you get used to her potential, she's good. I mean, I don't think that she's bad at all. I don't think that Kasai is bad at all. It's not really, like, I'm not really a fan of warrior gameplay, but I'm not opposed to it. I am not opposed to it. My friend said that Helm isn't as good as it's cracked up to be. Rather use the balance plus the new universe Helm. Are you talking about the Mask of Recurring Nightmares? You think, like, your friend was telling you it's not as good? I mean, we can easily get Bonds to 11, but I think one of the problems is going to be that, like, our opponent will just pitch everything, right? Like, they're just going to do what they're doing now and just play everything so that we don't get to add anything to their hand. Yep. So, I mean, even if we do play the Hiss here, is it going to do anything? I mean, it might. I don't know. I think Helm is very good. I agree. Like, I think that this Helm is very good, but I'm open to hearing another opinion. Traverse is damage on a stick in Brute and Guardian matchups, though. Yeah, because of the combo, it does play really well. Because of the combo, 100%. It looks cool in concept, but it isn't as good. But in my opinion, seeing vanishing cards is fun. I mean, I think using this is pretty good. Like, I think this is a pretty solid thing that we could be doing. But in certain matchups, you would rather just be on Balance of Justice. That might also just be the case, though, Ethan. It's very possible. I don't know. Like, if your friend has played a lot of new, I would be inclined to listen to them because I'm going to be honest, I have not played a lot of new. So my opinions of new are not what I would call vast and great. I mean, if my opponent has no cards in hand, then... Yeah, I don't think the helmet's broken by any means, but I do think it's good. I think the helmet can, like, do a lot of good things for you as new. Yeah, so I do agree with what Nev said, that at the end of the game, the helm is very good. I think that's very true. Yeah, I know. Are we supposed to take 9 to try to bond something out of their hand, or am I just supposed to pitch and then just let the Siren's Call happen? Yep, they're pitching the blue, so it's going to be blocked what we can. Okay. I mean, I guess we'll pitch the Hiss to prevent what we can. The problem is that even though they used a lot of their pieces, we're at 12, and... like, we're at 12. We just, yeah, like, just the fact that we're at 12 already is just so bad for us. This doesn't really matter, does it? Man. This is tough. I mean, we do get to try and use this turn. I guess we'll just throw this and leave up some Arcane Barrier here. Hiss and Slither is +6 and banish all Blazing Ethers. I would love to be able to banish all Blazing Ethers. I think that would be insane. So we'll pitch Shred to play the Hiss. We'll draw Slither. We'll play Rising Sun, Setting Moon. What happened? Why? Oh, I guess we'll put the Shred back on the bottom. And then we can activate the Mask to banish a card from their hand, or we can activate this to banish a card off the top of their deck. It's probably better to take a card out of their hand, right? Like, that's probably what we want to be doing here. Hey, Madagon, what's up? How are you? All right, and we'll Arsenal the Slither here. Ew, this hand is not that good. I mean, we can play this, give it go again, pitch these two, and then play Codex of Frailty to go get another Leave No Witnesses, I guess. I guess that's the play here. Ignore previous message. He clearly... Yeah, the fact that he got to clear his hand was pretty bad for us right there. I think that ultimately hurt us more than anything. No Arcane Lantern in this list. Been testing Teklo and the Ninja and Brood, and it feels terrible. Yeah, I think that Teklo really struggles into like the faster matchups, like KO and and Katsu. I think that's really where you're going to struggle with Teklo Vossen, buddy, unfortunately. Very good in the Guardian, though, so... Okay, I mean... We'll see what our opponent does here. I'm curious to know what they do when we throw the Leave No Witnesses at them. It's pretty good. We're going to give it go again. They're just going to kill us in response, probably. Big Sag. According to him, it's good because people who are experienced will play around it by like having a reserve card and just sort of taking a turn off. Also, like typically playing the Helm would sort of force you to play 7-8 cheat cards, which are non-blocks. But he playtested a lot, so I sort of believe him. No, that's fair. I'm definitely not saying your buddy's wrong by any means. Like a lot of times when people are that confident about something, I'm pretty inclined to be like, yeah, that's probably just correct. Like if you've tested something enough, then it's probably like, then they probably have a reason for thinking that. So join our Patreon to customize your game name. Hang on for just a second. I don't know why it's not on there. Like, it should have it automatically set up. Okay. It still says it? It still says... Alright, that's weird. Huh. That's weird. I wonder why it says it all the time now. I thought it didn't say that if you had logged in and, like, linked your account and stuff like that. But I'm kind of surprised. I don't know, either way. Let's flip this back over here. Okay, so I think we want this headpiece. We probably want... we don't really want the combo against KO, do we? Do we want the combo against KO? This doesn't seem like a combo matchup, but I could be wrong. Inertia Trap, Sink Below, Fate Foreseen, Art of Desire Body, banishes a red card. Let's see. This seems okay, I think. This I'm excited to see. This I'm excited to play. I am excited to play this, in all honesty. I think Siren's Call could randomly be really good. We could just randomly get our opponent maybe more copies of Hiss. I don't know. We're leaving out 9 blues, which means we're only on like 30-some blues here. Hey, Tony, what's up? Combo is in the deck for Brute and Guardian. Is it in the deck, like... I assume that meant Reinhardt, not this. I don't know. Like, I don't know how we get enough blue cards to make that happen. We'll try it, though. I don't know. We'll try it and see what happens. Yikes. Let's just pitch these cards here. We'll throw the dagger, see how our opponent blocks, or if they block, and then we'll just arsenal the sink below and pass. I think that's the better play we could make. Oh, I did not update the record. Man, I don't forget to do that very often. I haven't forgot to do that, and God, it's been a long time since I forgot to do something like that. I'm normally pretty on top of that kind of stuff. All right, we'll arsenal the sink below here, and we'll pass to our opponent. Agile windup. It's kind of amazing to me how often people draw Agile windup on turn 0 when they're only playing 6 copies of it. Like, it happens so much more than I feel like it should. Create a Fang Strike and a Slither in your hand, banish up the 2 cards from the opposing hero's graveyard, and transcend. We'll probably sink this to the bottom. So let's go. No, we got to go sink below. I would like to opt first, but I think we just have to. Jesus Christ, what a terrible hand. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Maybe we want to arsenal this to try and flip into Chi. Maybe we want to arsenal the Codex. I mean, they don't have a... I think we'll bottom that. They don't have a Might for next turn, so... Don't really see a reason to keep that card. We don't have an attack in the graveyard yet, so I'm going to throw Spider's Bite with the Passover. Yeah, this hand is something else. Like, this hand is something else. This happened to us the other night when I played New as well. We played New, like, last week sometime, and this happened to me, where we had a hand that was just, like, almost hysterically bad. And then we'll arsenal this. We just put an Inertia Trap on the bottom and drew 2 more Inertia Traps. I mean, okay. It happens to you 4 reactions. I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate, but... This is tough. Think I'm going to play an Inertia Trap. And then take 3. And it just happens to be Command and Conquer. It's just like the one card I really didn't want to see here. Well, this has been a start to a game. I mean, I could Codex here and get this back, but I really don't think that's the play we're looking to make here. Yeah, these draws have been... this has been rough. This has been a weird start to the game, but the funny part is, like, even with as bad as the variance has been, we're still only down 2 points, and I don't think we're in a terrible place right now. Like, we have a Codex in hand. I mean, if we ever draw, you know, an actual attack, it's turn 3, and we've seen 1 attack action card. That's weird. Means it's going to be a long game. 3 blue barraging beatdowns? That would be awesome, Cap. That would be awesome, dude. Yeah, Keshkar, that turn was tough. So, like, that turn was tough, and I don't think this hand's going to be much better. I mean, I guess we can... This is 2, so we can block with the Fate Foreseen. We can block with the Hiss. We can throw this, or I'm sorry, we can throw Spider's Bite, play Codex, get this back, and then play the Venomous Bite and the card that we get from it to, like, make a turn happen here. Like how you put 2 Pummels and Victor and draw them in the same hand? Bro, I felt that, though. I felt that, though. Well, this hand's about to go nuts. Something tells me we're not keeping any of our cards. We're just going to try to block here. I mean, this is just the turn. Like, we're just trying to hang on for dear life at this point. We'll bottom this for second cycle, I think. I think we'll bottom this for second cycle. Yeah, we're taking 12 because there's nothing I can do about it here, unfortunately. So, I mean, they played 2 Blood Rushes that turn and got a very good... I mean, that was like... I wasn't bad, you know? Could have been worse, I think. That could have been a lot worse for us, considering the draws that we've had so far. So I'm going to choose to say the glass is half full right here. And just continue to try and push through looking at the positives here. Well, there's the 3rd Blood Rush. I would like to be able to make this work, but we have to have a way to actually make it work before we can do anything with it. Let's sink below, putting the... I guess let's put the Wither on the bottom. We'll just play sink below, put the Wither on the bottom. I'm guessing this is what my friend means, like, unable to block with KO. Yeah, I mean, so to be fair, like, this has been a very, like, this has been, like, a extremely lackluster draw from us, so... I don't think that this is really how this goes most of the time. I mean, I think we have to try to make something happen. I don't know what card we're trying to rip from their hand with this, but... I mean, maybe I'm just better off to, like, block again. Like, maybe we're just in a world where I'm just supposed to, like, block again. I just wish we had, like, a leave no witnesses or something in our graveyard that we could, like, codex back, because we drew 2 at the beginning of the game, and we haven't been able to make it happen at all. I mean, Bonds of Agony is a good card. I guess we'll try to get back into the game. So you have had bad draws the whole game, and he gets 3 Blood Rushes in a row. I mean, yeah, this has definitely been, like, the 1% of, like, a game's not in our favor so far. Like, it's turn 4 and we're at 6 and he's at 37. I feel like the chances of that pretty much ever being the case ever are, like, next to, like, nil, I would say. We just don't have a good codex target. Like, we just do not have a good codex target. Yeah, I don't know. This is bad. This has been a bad start. Okay. I mean, I was like, if that's how they block, we're good. If they block with Fleshbag, then, you know... So let's play this. Let's put the Shred on the bottom. I guess we're going to have to activate this. Maybe I'm supposed... Like, even... There's no world. Okay. Well, we finally draw a card that we can actually Razor's Edge. I'm going to block with the Razor's Edge here in a minute. Yeah, we're definitely trying some new combos tonight, although it's been abysmal. We played against a Kano round 1, and now... and now we're playing against this. I guess we're just going to block 6 like this. gonna throw Spider Spite, play Codex, and try to make it happen here. I don't know. Yeah, this has been a very poor start to the game. Like, very, very poor start to the game. Our opponents managed to play all 3 Blood Rushes. And we haven't seen an attack action that we've been able to Codex back. Oh, they discarded a runner. I thought they got back a runner. What did they get? They got a pulping back? That's pretty good. Is it time to unveil Decimator Bolton? Oh, man. You guys crack me up. That would be a great card if we had anything we could do with it. Three, four, five. I mean, I want to stay at 3 instead of going to 2. We'll get a Chi back to our hand. I have no idea if this is correct. Probably not. Not a fan of Razor with how usual decks are running things. Is that another pulping? I mean, yeah, I can't beat them both here, unfortunately. So we block with the Prognosis. That's actually just wrong. We block here. I mean, we go to 1, but like we're alive, I guess. It's just for how long, considering they're probably playing Reckless. It only works with stealth, so leave no and surgical, don't get buffed. Not a fan of Razor. Razor. Oh, Razor's Edge? Yeah. It is, I think it has felt like a subpar card so far to this point. We're going to start with the Spider's Bite. And we're going to play the Prognosis. I mean, we do have ways to gain life in our deck, so it's not like unheard of that we could actually manage to gain back up to 3 life and make this happen, but the odds of us winning this game are very slim. I'm not going to say, like, they're not 0, but they're very slim. I will probably be leaving now. It's 1:30, and I have an armory today. Good luck on the rest of the stream. Dude, Jay, thanks for hanging out tonight, man. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good night, brother. So let's play. We get to add his only blue. He has a Wild Ride and a Pack Hunt. And then we do not get to actually hit with anything. That's unfortunate for us. Right? Because 1 and 5 is 6, so we actually don't get to hit. But we do get to, like, really slow their turn down, which is kind of nice. The only bad part for us is that we have to block with 3 cards. That is not... I needed to keep this card here. I mean, I guess technically... Oh, we went up to 3. We did go up to 3. So we can actually do this. I forgot that we get to gain life. So we're technically still in that situation where we could lose to a Reckless Swing, but I still think this is, like, I think this is okay. Maybe I'm supposed to give 3 cards and stay at 3, but I don't think so. I think I'm just supposed to play this out and try to use the Prognosis to gain some life and stay out of range. Yeah, unfortunately, the fact that we, like, can't play pure stealth with the Razor's Edge is, like, kind of awkward. I don't know what other card we could play there, but it does feel really weird. I'm actually not a big fan of it in this matchup. Or just, like, in general, I'm not a huge fan of it in the deck. But we're going to pick both. And we get the value of just a Nick, so we banish 2 cards. and then 2 more cards to actually, or I'm sorry, 1 more card to actually go back up to 5. So we're back at 5 life now. And if we're able to block 6, we can throw Leave No Witnesses with the Razor's Edge here. It is definitely not Enigma. I do agree. So Enigma is by far the hero I'm enjoying the most from the new set, like by far. But I think it's fun to mix it up and play other heroes. My opponent chooses to Arsenal, which really favors me because of the Leave No Witnesses. And I blocked with 1, so they didn't know we had the second one in our hand, which is actually like a real W. Oh, wow, we can't, can we? That sucks. I did not think about that. Never mind. That's a big L. Just kidding. Yeah, that's a big L right there for that card. I mean... We are up on cards. So I guess I'm going to give Fate. We'll put this on the bottom. I don't know. The comeback is real. Maybe it's all planned. Double Codex on second cycle. I mean, we do have double Codex on second cycle. If we win this game, like, what an LOL moment it's going to be if we win this game. Like, bro, there's like... Double Trouble can be a massive problem, can be massive next turn. I mean, I'm hoping that this is enough to push us over the top here. And we banish a card and gain another point of life. Why did we banish? Oh, wow. That's actually insane. So because we get cards from their hand as well... Then look at the top card of their deck. Then, okay, when this hits a hero, banish the top card of their deck. Then look at their hand and banish a card with the same color. Yeah, that's actually crazy. So we're going to take 1, go to 7. I'm not going to say we're in the driver's seat here, but my opponent is out of Blood Rushes, out of Command and Conquers, and out of Pulpings right now. I mean, we may actually have a chance. Coming back from 1 life to 8 life is actually crazy. If we win this game, like, it's probably going to make, like, a clip out of it and be like, here is why you never give up. Like, I'm definitely not saying we're going to win because we got a long way to go, but man, like, we are in a pretty good spot. There's 1 Codex left, too, that we pitched early. Casually removed his turn and healed. The fact that we've been able to gain so much life back on the back end is, like, bananas. And then we get to make a Slither and Arsenal it. We get his Arsenal and a card off the top of his deck. I mean, yeah. This is crazy. The Inertia Trap doesn't really do anything here, but it does block. I can block Surgical and Inertia Trap. Throw this card, play Homage, activate their hand, activate the ability. I can give it go again, and then I can play a Smash Instinct. I mean, it's not bad, right? Yeah, climbing out of Reckless range has been huge this game. We're going to go back down to 5. I don't know if that's correct or not, but we are. We do get to go back up to 6 with the Homage, which is pretty cool. This isn't exactly how I intended to use my Slither this game, but I think clearing this out of my arsenal to be able to throw one of their cards is a good play here. We were able to block 6, ensure that they didn't have an arsenal with the Inertia, which they weren't going to regardless. And we're threatening a frailty here, which could be relevant. It's also worth noting our opponent only has 13 cards left in their deck. We do still have boots, so we have like go again on demand as long as we have a resource. Absolutely. Rocky Eye of the Tigers playing in the background. You already have the headband. Oh, Ethan, that's awesome, dude. I love that. That's so good. Okay, so we're going to play Slither. To name go again. Play Homage. Gain a life, go back to 6. Activate new with our action point. We don't get to banish an extra card, but we do get to send a Send Packing at them. Or I'm sorry. We get to send a Smash Instinct at them. We do not get to banish the Send Packing. Nu can dig in and be defensive AF when she needs to and just deck out. I mean, that's pretty much what we've done this game, right? Like, we were literally at 1 life, and now we are in a position where we might win this game. If this has banished another card with the same color. So this is for 3. And then banish a card from their graveyard. Oh, wow, this is crazy. I want to be able to keep one of these in the Razor's Edge in my hand, right? Yeah, having the incremental life gain has actually been the best part of this game, like, by far for us. Another card with the same color, gain a life. So I can block 3, take 3, go to 3. And throw 4 back at them. Or is it better just to block 6 here? Let's just block 6, I think. I think considering the fact that they only have like 13 access to 15 cards left, we should definitely just be looking. Actually, do I even want to do that, or do I just want to Arsenal this? I know they have the Send Packing, so it actually like gives me the ability to try and get it back. Man, being able to keep... I don't like this, but I think that's what we got to do. Yeah, just blocking to fatigue them. I definitely think that's the plan from here. We do have to be careful because they have Claw. We have to play some amount of offense, so we have to play some amount of offense or we will get decked out here because now it is 17 to 13. So we're only up 4 cards at this point in the game, so we have to play a little careful here. Honestly, I need to be able to keep these 2 cards, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Let's block here. Smells like Codex coming. All according to the plan. That's right, Ethan. Let them know. All according to the plan. It's good we blocked earlier because we'd be in a pretty tough spot if we didn't. It's also worth noting, I haven't seen a Reckless Swing. We might just be safe to go to 1 here, guys. Like, I don't know that they have a Reckless Swing. I haven't seen one yet. Just joined, so sorry if it's been asked, but why Traverse the Universe? So, Zombate, no apologies necessary whatsoever. Traverse is really good for the combo, where we're able to use Flick Knives and Traverse to be able to throw like 2 or 3 of our opponent's blue cards at them. It's a very good late game combo that we can use. Man, I really don't want to have to block with my Codex here, but I'm afraid we might. We might not have a choice. Yeah, unfortunately, we have to block with that. That's a big Sag. So, I've never watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged, which is kind of a shame because I really like Dragon Ball. Like, I've always, like, I love the original Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Like, I've watched a lot of it. I've never watched Super, unfortunately, but I was like, we need them to, like, roll a 1 right here. We're going to give Sync and put this on the bottom. So what are the odds he has a blue? Actually, did he just pitch a blue? He did, so we know he has a blue, right? So we can activate new, play the blue card, flip to get the chi. Wait. Hang on, I'm trying to think here. So if we pitch this for Mistblade, we can throw through things, right? I think we can throw double things if they let this hit. Which they probably will because they want to kill us. The problem is I think we're dead next turn. Yeah, they pitched a blue, but we have to have go again, right? That's the problem. Because we want to be able to throw Riled Up and their card. I mean, we're not going to be able to strip his hand, that's for sure. We are probably dead, though, because of the no blocks in our deck. Oh, we haven't discarded a 6, so we can't play this. We are sadly probably dead this turn. Spider's Bite. We can't flick. We don't have flick knives, right? We don't have flick knives, right? It would be really good if we could flick into it, but we can't. So we just have to pass here? I mean, this hand blocks 9. Take the chi, please. We have to. You have to take the chi here, I think. Wow. Okay, that's step 1. And then we have to hope that all they can do is throw Claw, which is not likely considering they have a card arsenal. Wow. Okay. He's got to have the blue 1 for 5 in his arsenal. It's the only card he could have. Okay, I was like, if you don't have it, you're... I was like, oh my god. Yeah, that's a... Man. That game literally started in the worst way possible for us. We went 3 turns and saw 1 attack action. 1 attack action in 3 turns. We had the worst start possible to that game, and we still almost won that game. Man, that is depresso. That is big depresso. Oh, it didn't add the 2 back. Ah, man, that sucks. I guess we want to go first against Enigma, right? I don't think we want combo against them. I think this is more of a fair game. And we're looking for Siren's Call, Hisses, Sacred Arts. Withers are pretty good against them. And, I mean, yeah. right? Like we're happy to like try and like just run everything here. I'm tempted to build new with 3 sigils and unmovable fatigue plan. Oh dang, that would be crazy. Now to pay my taxes and try to feel better about myself. trying to get some big hydrates going. I see. I've got a big hydrate right over here cooked up for you, ready to roll. Do we want our defense reactions? I don't think we do. So am I talking to you? Man, Carly is in there. I don't know what her and Diablo are playing Fortnite right now, and they are living it up in there. I don't know what's going on, but they're living it up over there. I'm intrigued that they're playing Wave of Reality. What's more fun than playing against new taxes? Yep, that's right. I don't have Vambrace in the list, and so to be honest, this is not my list. This is not my list in any way. So this is Annabelle's list that hangs out in the chat pretty regularly. I have been playing her list the last couple times I played to try and get like a better feel of how I like the deck and how I want to go about playing the deck myself personally. Oh, dude, you're starting up a YouTube channel, dude. Ethan, that's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear it. An unboxing stream, that'd be fun. I think one of the best things that I think any advice anybody could give you is to like try and make sure that you have like a good camera that you're using for that. I think that like when you're like unboxing, some of the camera angles can look kind of funny. So I'd make sure that you have a pretty good picture of the camera. But I mean, also like I think like one of the other best pieces of advice that you can get as far as that's concerned is like, just start. Don't wait. Like just start doing it. You know what I mean? Like so many people wait for so many different things for so many reasons, and like I think you should just start doing it. Like just start doing it and just have fun with it. Most overthink it and never start. Yeah, see, Riddler gets it. Yeah, exactly. Riddler completely gets it. Like you 100%, you just want to start. Because the worst thing you can do is sit around and never start doing it, and then that's a big satch. So, but dude, that'd be awesome if you start a YouTube channel. Let me know, man. I'm all about supporting other people in the field. Like anybody who makes content or like is like a creator. Like I love to talk about their channel or to like look at their channel and like watch their content. Like doesn't have to be like gameplay or anything like that. Like I'm happy to just kind of hang out and see. I'm proof it can completely suck and still work out. Dude, your content doesn't suck, Riddler. Get out of here. That's not true in any way. What Riddler, I think, is trying to say is that he defies all the rules of what people say to do on YouTube that work. Like, Riddler is he just kind of does whatever he wants, and it always works out for him very well. Riddler is a really cool channel. I really like his, channel, and, honestly, kind of the random shenanigans that just go into his channel, I think are really cool and a lot of fun. It is tough to make it unique. I completely get that. I understand. That's one of those things I've never really focused on very hard is trying to make my channel unique. Like I love games and I love playing. And that's so that's why I stream games because I love games and I love playing. So Fab community likes all YouTubers, dude. Absolutely, Tony. 100%, dude. We're all here to support each other and hang out and have a good time, man. And I think that's really what it's all about at the end of the day. All right, we got a big hydrate for Slip while our opponent's deciding if they want to block or not. They do not block, and they take 5. Works for me. Dealio. So, big hydrate for Slip. My opponent played Preserve, Tradition, and passed. Okay. That was interesting. Who wears a bandana and does hydrates? Dude, I love it. I love it, man. Thank you, Ethan. I appreciate that, brother. All right. I don't think we're going to be bothered to flip into chi this turn. I don't think there's a reason for us to. I think I would rather just do it like this. So we're just going to throw both of these and then throw the leave no witnesses. And let's just throw this at him. So what I'd like to do is arsenal the Bonds of Agony. I think having this card, like, this is one of the best cards in the deck, in my opinion. Like, this card is insane. I love this card. It's kind of gimmicky, but I'm pretty tempted to just, like, do this. But I don't think I'm supposed to. Triple Codex hands, YOLO. Dude, Ethan, if you're heading out, man, thanks for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good night. Yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to use the arm piece there. I don't think so. We're going to put Bonds of Agony there. And, I mean, yeah, this is okay. This is good. I can live with this. I can live with this. I pulled a Tiger Stripe Rainbow Foil last night. Hyped to add it to my deck box when Zen comes out. Ignore the box. Costing me $100. Listen, man, as long as you got something that you like from it, that's all that matters. That's all that matters, Riddler. That's all that matters, buddy. The new FPS. So we were talking about that earlier. I actually really want to play that game. I think that game is really cool. And I think it's going to have like a solid... I think it's going to like... that game looks really good. I think I'm going to download it tonight when I go to bed. I don't know if Carly's going to play it or not. I haven't really got to talk to Carly if she wants to play it or not. I had mentioned it earlier while we were playing a little Fortnite, but she might want to play it. I'm not sure. I don't really know, you know? So maybe. Are you playing it, Riddler? Have you played it yet, buddy? The old hold the line here. Let's go Spider's Bite. We'll put the Bonds of Attraction back into our deck here. I think that's fine. They don't have a Chi in their deck. That's not right. That's not right, opponent. You forehead. Downloading it right now while grinding some Diablo 4. Dude, that's awesome. If you get a chance to play it, you'll have to let me know how it is. So we're gonna go. Oh, that's so fine with me. Oh, Caleb, the new FPS is called X Defiant. A lot of people have been playing it recently. It's really good, brother. It's actually really good. Like, it looks really cool. I played the beta of it, and that was about as far as I got. So I guess we'll go ahead and play this, right? Because we're gonna arsenal this. And the way this will work, we'll get everything here. Oh, they have the Vapor Scene. Okay. Big Sad. So they're running a very defensive list, kind of like mine. So let's just block here. I think we'll just block. You really liked it when you played the beta last year? I remember playing the beta and I enjoyed it. Like, I thought the beta was like pretty cool. Like, it was pretty fun. I think I played it a little bit last year, not a ton, but a little bit. So I'm going to tell my opponent that we're thinking. I want to think to this turn a little bit here. So we can play this. I could pitch the Wither to play Command and Conquer and then give it go again. And then we cannot play that because it costs 3 at that point. So I can throw this card, give it go again, pitch the Wither to play this. We get both of these back as Chi. We can activate Mask, and then we can also throw Command and Conquer at them. But we also get to like do some really dumb stuff here that we want to do. And we can banish some cards we want to play later. Like Unravel Aggression, we can banish that. And we can banish the Hold the Line, I guess. Maybe the Cosmic Awakening. I don't know, maybe. It's not a bad game. I want to play it. I haven't got to play the actual game. And like it's actually released now and I haven't got to play it yet. So we're going to give it... Oh, no. We're going to give it go again. Then we're going to play this... So we're gonna banish Unravel Aggression and the Hold the Line, I think. This gets go again. Okay, I mean, I think that's fine. This is just target attack, right? So we give this go again and get an inner chi. We're going to activate the chi to get a card from their hand with the mask, which I think is pretty good. I think I would rather mask as opposed to new here. Could be wrong. That could be a wrong decision. We get a Waning Vengeance. Think we'll pass. And then we'll throw the Command and Conquer with the chi having one floating. Actually, we're going to throw Spider's Bite and then use Tunic to throw the Command and Conquer and then play the Fang Strike on it and Arsenal to Slither. That's what we're going to do. And then our opponent just concedes because we're going to be able to clear their board here. Yeah, okay, that works. I mean, I don't know why they conceded. Like, the game was very early. I don't think we were in a bad spot. Like, I don't think our opponent was in a bad spot yet. I also think that matchup is, like, slightly Enigma favored from my experience, so I'm kind of surprised that they just conceded like that out of nowhere. I don't know, that was weird. Either way, though. 1 and 2, we finally put a win on the board, so that feels pretty good. More people conceding against new than any other hero right now? Why is that? Do we know why that is? Yeah, I agree. That was pretty lame. She's frustrating to play against. I mean, she's really not. I don't know. I guess it's like my experience. She hasn't felt that frustrating. Like, New can be pretty tough, but like I don't think she's that frustrating to play against. I enjoy playing against New. She offers like an interesting... Excuse me. She offers an interesting play pattern. I don't know. He must have had some taxes to do. Oh, man. Dude, you guys crack me up. Y'all kill me when you guys get going, dude. Oh, man, that's so funny. Hopefully we find a game pretty soon here. Now, that is very true. She does ask a lot of questions. New is a... There are heroes that ask questions, and there are heroes that answer questions. And New is one that asks questions. So we got a big hydrate from Caleb. I'm going to fill up my water here. We're going to get some more water going. Get a big hydrate for Caleb. Oh, we got another chance. We got a chance to... I just put water on the floor. Dang it. Got a chance to redeem myself against KO here. So we said earlier this is a combo matchup. It never really lined up for us to play combo. The inertia traps felt very awkward for us earlier, but I think we want them. Let's try it like this. They felt a little awkward, but I still think we want them in the deck. It is definitely Enigma favored. I mean, wow, really? You're going to play Blood Rush on turn 0? So we should block 3 and take 2. Because then we have the ability to block for 6, which means we're going to get to keep 1 extra point here. Yep, and this is the 1 extra point we get to keep that we were not able to block just a moment ago. And unfortunately, we can't really do anything with the no block in our hand on turn 0. Can you keep it down? Oh, Diablo is such a tool. That's so funny. From an opposing hero's graveyard, what blue card can we banish? Nothing that matters. So we could flip double chi here, and we could activate Enigma, attack, play Codex to get the surgical extraction back. We'll target the Clash of Agility. Not that it really matters. Let's put the Double Trouble in the bottom. We would rather see that one first. Okay. I guess we can always go get the Leave No Witnesses if we need to. So we're going to lead on the Beckoning Mistblade. Yeah, we're going to lead on the Beckoning Mistblade. If he gives us Scowling Fleshbag here, I'm going to activate New, and then hopefully this gets intimidated. It's probably not what's going to happen. So we are going... Oh, we don't have the headpiece, so we might as well activate New anyway, right? Okay. Now we're going to attack like this. I doubt they give us a flashback, but if they do, we'll arsenal the Codex. Okay. We deal 1 to them. I forget we don't have the banish a card from your hand headpiece in this matchup. I'm kind of surprised we don't, if I'm being honest. It's probably going to be a red. They have a ton of reds in their deck. Man, I would love to be able to banish that. We're going to go Codex to give them a frailty. We're going to get the surgical extraction. They're both 4s. Like, they're both just 4s. One of them lets us pick from their hand and one from their arsenal. I would rather pick from their hand. So I'd like to be able to force them to make awkward decisions if I can. Forcing them to give me a card and a piece of equipment would be a major W here. They just give me 2 pieces of equipment. That's also okay with me. We're going to go Chi, Shred, Chi, Arsenal, Command and Conquer. I like that. It's like I would have loved to have seen them discard the Blood Rush Bellow. I think we're going to block the Hiss. And then we're going to Arsenal Bonds of Ancestry. And he had the Cast Bones. Okay, well. That is unfortunate. Had the Cast Bones and that. Man, you hate to see it. Let's give Command and Conquer here. Since we know that this is a Blood Rush, we're just going to force our opponent's hand here. Non-mask based new decks. When you say non-mask based, do you mean like none of the... Like we're not playing the new... Like, we're not playing the new Mask of Luring Desires or whatever it's called? Is that what you mean, Quinn? So we're just going to Arsenal the Bonds, which is exactly what we wanted to do anyway. And then we're just going to try and hang on here, considering they only have a 2-card hand. And they've already given us the Fleshbag, which is pretty good. Yeah, that one. So I haven't really explored a ton of... anything that's not Enigma, if I'm being entirely honest with you. Like, just in all transparency, Quinn, I'm kind of relying on other people to kind of tell me what's working and what's not. For kind of rely on like what's working for and what's not for new. Instead of like me actually trying to figure it out. I'm kind of like letting other people like kind of figure that out for me, in all honesty. Hey, Solace, what's up? How are you? We'll block like this and take 8, go to 24. And then we're going to like really try to flip this game around here. So we're going to go Mistblade. I guess we could have blocked with this card as well, and then have just thrown this card and used Tunic to activate this. We're going to let this hit. We're going to attack for 1 and try to strip some cards out of their deck this turn. While my opponent's thinking about blocking, we're going to do Big Hydrate for Caleb. Okay. So we're going to activate Stilettos, play Just a Nick. We're going to name both, and then we're going to play the Slither. We could activate Flick Knives, but I don't think that's correct here. Yeah, that Blood Rush was not very good. I do not think my opponent should have played the Blood Rush right there in full transparency. They probably should have just like taken the value off of Cast Bones and thrown the Claw at me or something. I think I'd rather banish the Smash Instincts from their deck. There is how many Reckless Wings? One Blood Rush, 1 Cast Bones, and 1 Reckless Wing in their entire deck. Okay. Deal. And then we'll pass. They have 1 card hand. We'd like to see that. Yeah, I really don't think that my opponent should have thrown that at me. Well, this sucks. Oh, man. We'll give the Inertia Trap and take 1 here. Not that the Inertia Trap's really doing anything, but...
Well, you don't have to call me ally.
The question is, are we pitching the Inertia Trap, or are we pitching the Hiss to throw the Spider's Bite at them? I think it's the Hiss. Because I think, like, my brain tells me I want to play defensively more than offensively, but if we draw a really good hand, I think actually getting rid of the Inertia Trap, will, like, having the Hiss will enable us to have a more offensive turn. Yeah, it kind of does, honestly. Runeblade, but with reactions, I think is, like, a really, like, sweet way to, like, look at that. They discard Agile Wind Up on my turn. I'm not going to say it's wrong because we haven't seen their hand yet, but most of the time that's not the correct decision. They must have a 2 cost in their hand, I could only assume. So if I block Venomous Bite and Razor's Edge, we can block 6 for efficiency here. And then I can go Spider's Bite into Desire Body to play Hiss, and then Arsenal the Slither. Or if they just like throw a whole bunch of more damage at us, we're just going to block here. Just depends on like what the rest of their turn looks like. Oh, that's such a W for us, bro. I think that's such a W for us. Like as a whole, just this like we go to 19, but we get to try and gain some life here. Really depends on what they block with. So we're going to throw Spider's Bite to start with. We have 3 Smashed Instincts over here. We're going to throw this. And then we have the Hiss. And we can Arsenal the Slither. getting value off of banishing this. Play this for the +3. We're going to automatically gain a life. And then we also banish a pulping. Value Town, population us. Man, maybe we should have given this Go Again. Definitely was not thinking that Go Again was going to be like a relevant part of what we wanted. But it would have been pretty good right there. Hey, Jason, what's up, dude? How are you, brother? Discarding on opponent's turn is sometimes correct, though this time I assume the draw was unfortunate. Yeah, so I'm also assuming that. Like, most of the time when people do it, I'm like, okay, I'm going to wait a second and see what you do here. But I don't know. Sometimes I just don't know. I guess we'll Arsenal the Slither because, like, it doesn't really do anything. Last Blood Rush. All right, Last Blood Rush. Like it. Been lurking on YouTube. Nice to finally catch you live on Twitch. Hey! All right. Zidu? I hope I'm saying that right. Maybe there's nothing there to, like, maybe there's no specific way to pronounce your name, but I hope I'm saying that right. I appreciate you. Zidus? Okay. Zidus, maybe? I think that's what I'm going to go with. I hope I'm saying that right. I appreciate you hanging out on Twitch and lurking out on YouTube. Appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Being here and chilling out with us. Appreciate it, brother. All right, so this is for 7. I think we're going to put this on the bottom. Good hit. I like to see that.
Let's freaking go.
Yo, Wandering Lands, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you being here and hanging out with us tonight. When you guys are new to the channel for the first time, I got 3 questions I ask everybody. What's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Whether you're new tonight or whether you were new last week and you haven't answered those questions, please throw them in the chat. I'd love to learn more about you guys. How are you feeling about new after lots of games? I mean, I wouldn't really say that I'm lots of games into new, but I mean, I think new's fun. Like, I think new's pretty cool. New offers a very interesting way to attack the metagame that I think is very fun. So I mean, yeah, I think she's pretty cool, Wally. I think she's cool. I think she's gonna have a pretty big part of the meta when it comes time for nationals. I've been saying that for about a week now, and I think I've been saying that for like 2 weeks now. I don't know, I've been saying it for a minute, but I think it's very true. I do think that she's gonna have a very big part of the metagame. So yes, we do have a chi for the helm in the deck. We absolutely do. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to Arsenal this. I'm going to be honest. I'm really trying to remember what the combo is off the top of my head. So, I mean, we're just blocking out this turn. It's not really going to matter here, but I've seen some of your videos before, but I'm new to your lives. Well, dude, Anna, throw it in the chat. I want to know about everybody. Like, I like hanging out. I love streaming. I love beating people. So if you're new to the channel, whether you're on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, wherever you're at, post some information. I'd love to get to know you. Your name, how you got into Flesh and Blood, and your favorite hot dog toppings. I think it helps me learn a lot about you. I'm trying to remember the combo right now, honestly. Well, that's not good for me. I mean, I can block 9, 13, take whatever they do after that and play the Codex. We can also just we could block out, block with the headpiece, get a chi, activate new on our turn. No, we'd have to have something to throw with him with Go Again, right? If they have like a blue, we could be in bad shape. So I think I need to sync this for something that blocks. I think here. I think. I go by Wander. Dom or DJ? Okay, that works. I'll probably stick with DJ. I think that's like an easier one for me to remember. We'll take 3. I think we'll go to 17 here. That's fine. And I'm just going to block with the Favor Scene. Take 4, go to 13. And we'll leave that on top. I think that's a good card to draw into. Okay, our opponent's just going to have to wait for a minute. I'm trying to catch up on chat here. DJ John, got into Flesh and Blood on a whim as something to do with my nephew, which quickly pulled me from 40k. Because Akatsu main pretty quickly play KO as well. Soon Zen and New. As for hot dog toppings, ketchup, bacon, cheese, mustard, whatever. My man said whatever. He's just down to eat hot dogs. I like that. Well, dude, DJ, welcome to the channel. I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. And I appreciate you being here, man. Sounds like you got into Flesh and Blood pretty recently. So, man, welcome to the game as well. That's pretty exciting. All right. I mean, we're just blocking out, I think, here. Like, we're just trying to stay in the game right now. I think that's really all we're going for here. Do you have something you were leaning towards for pre-release? If fatigue is an option, like it was in Outsiders and Everfest, or not Everfest, Bright Lights. Man. I guess we'll block. I don't want to, but we will. I could see 2's News weapons being really good. So I'm going to be honest, as far as like pre-release is concerned, I think that New offers the most powerful options for you. But I think that Zen is probably the easiest to build in Sealed, just because of the fact that you can kind of search and use combo pieces however you need to. I think gives him a lot of value for what you're looking to accomplish. Got into Fab because my brain was starved from human interaction because of the pandemic. And man, it was one of the best decisions I've done lately. I got so many new friends. Well, dude, Anna, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I was like, Flesh and Blood is like super, like I love it from a competitive standpoint, but I also love it because I get to hang out with people. So I completely get that. I completely hear where you're coming from there. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying it so much. I'm glad you were here to hang out with us tonight, and I appreciate you watching videos in the past and catching a live tonight. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Let's bottom this. What 0-cost card can we get that matters? Really don't want to block with that, but I don't really think... Like, we're just trying to stay alive at this point, I think. Do you think Kasai would be a good choice for Nats? Stolzer, I'm going to be honest, I think Kasai is in a really good spot in the meta. I just don't like Warrior very much is one of the main reasons I haven't considered it, but I do think that it is a very good... I do think that... Is it Leave No Witnesses? Yeah, it's Leave No Witnesses, right? Because they don't have an arsenal. But I do think that Kasai is probably in a good place. You just have to figure out how to beat. You just have to figure out how to beat Enigma with it. I think that's the biggest question you have to ask yourself. My favorite hot dog toppings are the usual for my region. Potato puree. Ooh, that's interesting. Mayo, mustard, ketchup, and crisp. See, I love this question because this like question about hot dogs that like I've at like that just started coming up one night. So you guys, if you guys hang out in the Discord enough, or if you hang out in the chat enough, you'll get to meet Drew. And Drew has introduced that question to the chat, and I'm so thankful for that because it is there's never been a dull moment since. Take 1, go to 12, I think. Wasn't combo use the helm, grab chi, play a blue, use the boats to get go again, activate new, play a blue from vanish, flick to give it go again, and play from vanish? Yes, that is the combo, which we are no longer capable of doing. Good catch, Justin. Thanks for pointing that out, man. Sometimes I like forget the things that... Like, I don't play enough new to, like, remember all of it and just in full transparency. I'm just going to throw the surgical at him. Because it's 2 cards. It's 2 cards or a card from their hand. Wrecker Romp, huh? And then let's Arsenal to leave no witnesses. I think this is okay. I really don't want to block here, but I'm not sure. Okay, so let's think about this for a second. Hang on. Let's think about this.
Oh!
All right, hang on. I want to make sure that I don't mess this up. Sorry, I know I've missed a couple of chat messages here. Same outcome since he's not likely to block 1. So if I pitch my blue to attack with this, I can search for a chi, play the blue to give this go again. We're going to block with Razor's Edge and the Helm here to get a chi. And then we get to throw this. If it hits, our next thing gets go again. And then after we throw the next thing with go again, so we're using our chi to activate new, throw a Smash Instinct, Flick Knives this, Smash Instinct, Smash Instinct. And we're going to play the Siren's Call. And leave no witnesses. I think that's what we're looking for here. I think that's the play we're looking for. And we're going to go get a chi. I'm pretty sure we made a chi this game. It's like, I think we made a couple of them. So just want to make sure here. Hey, Bim. What's up, dude? We're going to give this go again, right? So your next blue attack this turn gets +1, which means if we use the dagger and it hits, this gets go again, right? Right? Is that not how that works? Combo breaker, something like that. Something like that. Zydus, which I sold from a pharma company that a FedEx driver used to drive by when I worked there. Okay, I mean, it's a cool way to get a name, man. I was looking getting into a card game because I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was younger and gave Fab a try, and I've been loving it ever since. Jumped around to the tail end of Uprising. Love sauerkraut and spicy brown mustard. Well, dude, those are great answers. I love to hear it. Zydus, welcome to the channel. And it sounds like you've been around Flesh and Blood for a minute, but dude, welcome to Flesh and Blood, man. I am happy to have you here on the channel and happy to have you part of the game, man. Flesh and Blood keeps growing, and I honestly love to see it. Yeah, we need a blue to pay for the weapon and a way to give go again, which means giving this go again, right? Okay, so because of that, they get an agility. We're going to play Siren's Call. Which is what we want. I'm excited for MST. I've ordered like 4 cases. 4 cases, bro! That's nuts! So I ordered a case. Which I am also very excited for. Okay. So we're not going to play Leave No Witnesses. We're going to activate New. It's Agile Windup. We're going to play Smash Instinct. Intimidate a card from them. We're going to give this go again. What blue did we play this turn? Oh, we played their blue. That's bananas. That is bananas. We get to flick the Mistblade at them. We get to throw Smash Instinct for 6 go again, intimidating their last card, and then we get to Leave No Witnesses them. We don't have a way to kill them, do we? I mean, I guess we can Spider's Bite, and then this would be for 5. So there's not a way to kill them, but we can get their arsenal, and they've got 2 cards coming back to their hand. So this was like, this wasn't exactly like combo, but this was pretty close. I mean, Pound Town's, this is better, right? Like, should we use their card since we have access to it? Or should we save this? Like, clearing their arsenal pretty good here, right? I think we want to clear their arsenal with this. Plus, we get to banish a card. Oh, we got the Reckless Swing. What a W for us. What a W for us. All right, that was a really good turn. Did we just draw into another double trouble? Leave no witnesses? Dude, if we still had boots, we could have went crazy that turn. Boots would have killed him, right? Like, we would have killed him with the boots right there. We ordered 100 and only got 14? You only got 14 cases? My God, why did you order 100, Riddler? That's wild, fam. So we're going to throw the dagger, and then if they go to 1, they're just dead? I mean, saving the boots for combo is really good, but I think we used it. I mean, I guess we're just always supposed to save the boots, right? Like, that's just correct. We're just always supposed to save the boots for the combo. Man, this felt a lot better. This felt a lot better this game. Put them to 1. They take 3. Dead skis. Man, all right. That felt much better than the last game we played against KO. Now, to be fair, like, we actually drew good hands and, like, played a good game that game. We even got to, like, have, like, a mini combo turn that turn, which was really cool. That was good. That felt really clean. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Actually, you know what? I need a small bathroom break before we play another one here. We're going to take 2 minutes. I'm going to run to the bathroom. When I come back, we're going to be playing more new. Thanks for checking it out tonight, guys. Okay. Short break, and we're back. New seems like the best CC hero from the set. Enigma's fun, but has some horrendous matchups. So I actually thoroughly agree, Carl, that Enigma is the most fun. I'm enjoying playing her the most, but like New appears to be the best so far. I do actually agree with that. I think she has the like best matchup spread. But you know, kind of to Captain's point is that, you know, illusionists can just do illusionist things sometimes, and like that's not really fun for anybody. Like it just kind of happens sometimes, you know. It's I don't know, it's an unfortunate part of the game, but Hisses, Art of Desire, and we want the Withers. I don't think we really care. Oh, Pick to Pieces is really good. If you played or activated in a reaction, it gets +1 in damage that would be dealt by this can't be prevented. Card's insane into Enigma. Man, that card's really good. I like that. That's pretty cool. All right, well, let's run combo. We'll try to be a little bit more aware of lay combo this turn. We could go Dagger, Dagger, Surgical. I could go Surgical, Homage into New, Arsenal, just a Nick, and try to get like an early flip going. You know, I'm going to be honest, I don't hate that. I think that... yeah, okay, yep. I think throwing Surgical's best here. Forces 2 cards. Hey, Josh, what's going on, dude? How are you, buddy? Do you think Van Brace helps Kasai a lot into Enigma? Ooh, that is a good question. Probably. The answer is probably just yes to that. Like, the answer is probably just yes to that. Van Brace is really good when, like, when you're forcing Enigma to decide how they want to have to play out the turns. And, like, so... So I'll be pretty transparent here for a minute. I'm thinking about playing KO for Nationals, and I'm running Van Brace in my KO list because I think it's very good into that matchup. This is tough because I want to play the Codex, but the Codex doesn't really work here. Like, we don't even have a way to, like, really turn it on at all. Been trying to cook up a Blaze and Enigma New Moon deck. Ooh, I think Blaze is really cool. I'm actually curious to see how Blaze does. Like, it's a shame to not play Codex here, right? Let's block like this. I think this is the best block. I'm gonna try and hard pick up New and Sealed tomorrow. Sadly, I cannot play tomorrow, but dude, let me know how it goes, man. I hope it goes really well for you. I think New can do some. I think you can do some cool stuff. I think you can do some cool stuff in Sealed with New. Yeah, unfortunately, we can't play our Codex here. That's kind of why I was saying that it doesn't work with the way I would like for this hand to go, unfortunately. But now the real question is, are we better off to go... I would like to... Unfortunately, without the Tunic, we can't go Dagger, or Surgical. So we have to go Spider Spite into Surgical, probably, is the play. I could just throw Surgical and then make another Chi and then pitch it to try and, like, make another Chi in the deck, but we already have one. So I don't really have an interest in trying to make that happen. So let's do this. I think we'll do this here. Just a Nick feels so overtuned to me. 0 mana 5 on hit. Oh yeah, the 0 for 5 is actually like crazy good in the deck. Like the value that it gets is just insane to me. Also, the one floating is sweet here because it really represents to our opponent that we could have like a Venomous Strike or something here in our arsenal. Glad I scooped my Vambrace when it was super cheap. So I actually had a Vambrace back in the day when they were like, you know, $12. Like when they first came out, I bought one super cheap and I've had it ever since. And I'm very thankful that I've had it since then, that I didn't let go of it, because that card has, like, that card's really spiked, I think, lately. I'm sorry, did that say 16 go again? Inertia Trap, so we can get rid of their arsenal, which is kind of cool, and then we'll play the Sink Below. And I don't think we want to sink. I think we're just going to go Art into just a Nick. Seems pretty good to me. We still get to block 8, take 8, go to 28, and then just try to hang on here. Nick is like the assassin equivalent of Blade Fury in terms of how good it is. I think that's fair. Wow, really? Man, that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate for us. Hey, Havoc, what's up, dude? How are you, brother? Surgical into Passover, making a silver. There's no guarantee we make a silver, though, last turn, right? Like, there's no guarantee it works the way we want it to. Yeah, you're cute. I love that you think that saves you. Was born at night, but not last night, brother. But not last night, brother. We get a red, and then we get a Blood Rush Bellow, so we don't actually gain any life there, but we do get a Blood Rush Bellow, and we get to Arsenal another Just a Nick. I mean, that makes a mite for you, but... And... You love to see it! You love to see it! Okay. So now we have to think about our turn, which is pretty much just doo-doo. Yeah, our turn's really not great. I don't think we really want to take any of this damage, do we? We're just going to Inertia Trap them again and just force them to put this on the bottom of their deck. Like, we kind of just get a reset after a really big turn from them, and we're just setting up the pass when our hand doesn't do much anyway. So I think blocking 12 is correct there. This is a really good card to have. This hand basically says block 6 and then get you. Yeah, I think discarding the windup was pretty greedy as well. I'm very inclined to agree. I got a cold foil one as a gift for my brother when it was at 20 euros. Oh, nice. Let's go. Why are you not using the legendary helmet? So we have the legendary helmet in our deck, but I'm not using it right now because we're looking to play combo in this matchup where we try to combo them out. Good question, Yao. 8-pack Silk seems like it's going to be close to mono set constructed. 8-pack Silk is going to be very interesting to me. It's going to be very interesting to me. I'm very inclined to agree with that. I bought my rainbow foil for 35 back in the days of Oldham RTN season. So Aiden, I actually bought mine before that. But I do know what you're talking about. I do know that, like, that was when a lot of people were buying theirs. So I know what we're going. I know what you're talking about. A lot of people paid like 35 or 40 bucks for theirs back then. I bought mine for like 12 or 15 when it first came out. I think I would like to play the Razor's Edge, but I think it's correct to not play Razor's Edge. I love that this is just an action card. This card is broken. Broken. Yo, Trent, what's up, dude? How are you? Just chilling at work's got me down this week, so I'm freaking glad this weekend is 3.5-day weekend. Also pre-release. We out of town, so I can do some audio recordings. Well, dude, I'm sorry to hear that you've had a rough week at work, man, but I hope your weekend gets better. I hope you enjoy pre-release and get to knock some of that stuff out, man. I know what I had a pretty rough week myself, so I get it. Like, it's not always easy sometimes. I completely understand. In the great words of Terry Crews, it ain't easy being cheesy. I love that so much, more than I should. Roll a 1, you greed monster. Greed monster. Hog Rider. I love that so much. I love saying that. I'm good, man. You getting the hang of new a bit more? I think I'm starting to get better with it. We started out pretty rough tonight. We lost to Kano round 1, which I think that's just a tough one. That was not very good. And then also and then we lost to KO round 2, where we had the like most horrendous start I've ever seen. And we managed to win the last couple of games, kind of like pulling some back-to-back ones here. So felt like we're like really trying to like pull it back here a little bit. Pulling it back here a little bit, trying to anyway. I would like to be able to block with Desire of Body. This is a card that gets blocked by 2 cards anyway, and then we can use a Siren's Call pretty effectively, I think. So I think we're going to block 3 and take 3 here. We have a Chi set up for whenever we have the combo turn, so we're trying to make it all happen here. We're going to try and set up and play some combo here. Yo, Cusco, what's up, dude? The vibes are excited. The week is almost over tonight. It's been a long one, and I'm ready. I'm glad the week's almost over. How about you, brother? What are the vibes on your end, man? You're always asking me what are the vibes. What are the vibes with you? Let's talk about the vibes with Cusco for a minute. So somebody sent me a video the other day, and this is kind of random, but I was putting on Chapstick, and it made me think about it. And it was like talking about how, you know, it was like, it was talking about how, excuse me, everyone's always like big pharma and this and that and yada, yada, yada. And then it's like, you know, but no one's ever like, we don't ever talk about big Chapstick. And I just like, I could not help but like, I just could not help but laugh at that, because it's like anyone who uses Chapstick regularly puts on a ton of Chapstick, and like they know exactly what I'm talking about. Man. I think we're just blocking here, right? And your KO lists are keeping a similar standard list. I mean, Vambrace is kind of like my spicy tech, Justin, in all honesty. But I mean, I think like there's a couple of things that I've like tried to, that I would like to. Is this an Arsenal card? Are we supposed to Arsenal this? We're supposed to Arsenal this. Sorry. I think we're supposed to Arsenal this and try to like use some Chi shenanigans here. But yeah, like Vambrace is really like my like gotcha kind of tech kind of thing. And like other than that, it's pretty standard. I was trying Run Into Trouble for a minute just to like try and help with the Enigma matchup a little bit. But I think Vambrace kind of covers that spot, so I'm not too worried about running other cards in the matchup. But nothing really crazy. It's pretty standard list. Just waiting for the weekend for pre-release. That's right. Going camping for your birthday. That's right. What, your birthday's this weekend or is it next weekend? I can't remember. I know you told me the other day, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I think we're going to take 2 and see what follows this up. My birthday was on Monday? Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I'm behind then. Happy belated birthday, brother. I'm sorry I'm behind the window there. Sorry about that, fam. Where's the cursed double one guy when you need him? Trent, it sounds like you're being summoned, brother. Oh, man. What about Little Pharma, huh? Why nobody's keeping that guy in check? Dude. Right? That's like the real question here, I think. Why is nobody keeping Little Pharma in check? Trent's asking the real questions. Trent's asking the real questions. Cursed double one guy is in chat, enjoying from a distance. Yeah, he's rolled scabs quite a bit, and not really been punished. Like, I was like, my opponent's had some pretty good rolls so far. I love this because we still gain a life from this because it's an action card, and they're playing around the buff here, which is just going to make our Leave No Witnesses so much better. Let's go ahead and activate new. Maybe we get lucky and we hit a blue. We do hit a blue. You love to see it. And then, so here's the question. We can go Smash Instinct, Tunic 2 Stilettos. We have to discard a card to play this, so I don't get to end my turn with that. I kind of want to play Smash Instinct, use Stilettos, and then play Leave No Witnesses. It's all good. Still appreciate it. Dude, absolutely, man. I mean, we're probably just supposed to wait for, like, the big combo. But, man, I really want to. Like, it's very tempting to just, like, do more than throw Leave No Witnesses at them. It is so tempting. This is why I'm, like... So, the funny part is, like, I'm very tempted by plays like this. But I had to, like... But it doesn't really seem like this when I play Guardian, because I don't make a lot of these, like, weird plays where I'm impatient when I play Guardian most of the time. But that's a very, like, trained behavior that I have come upon. It's a very trained behavior, to say the least. Okay. So our opponent does get punished, but it doesn't matter. Like, he had the agility and the might to make, and we don't really have a great way to punish our opponent here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw Spider's Bite into CNC, pitching the Razor's Edge, and Arsenal the Venomous Bite, and try to play from there. They did finally hit the one to get a little punished, so that does make me a little happy. I won't lie, that does make me a little happy. And then this makes me a lot happy, because they're going to have a really hard time blocking this, and I hope they give me 3 cards. So in Banish, they have the 1-for-5 that will really struggle to play. We have the Smash Instinct and the Wrecker Romp. So if we do randomly have a Command and Conquer we can discard, we could go Smash Instinct into Wrecker Romp, discard the Command and Conquer, and play the Rough Shot? I don't know. I appreciate you guys keeping me in check to make sure that I'm waiting for the combo. Make sure that we're playing a little patiently and waiting for the combo. I appreciate you guys keeping me in check. Also, guys, thanks for being here tonight. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. A lot of things y'all could be doing on Thursday, but y'all are hanging out with me, and I appreciate it. If you guys are new to the channel and you like the content, make sure you hit like, subscribe, follow, whatever it is, wherever you're watching at. I'd really appreciate it. It goes a lot, helps me out a lot. Yeah, that's my spiel. That's my sales pitch to you all. I'm not very good at sales. I'm just kind of myself all the time. If being yourself was the key to being good at sales, I would be phenomenal at sales. Classic. Okay, so again, odds of us keeping this whole hand, very low. But man, do I wanna. I think we're going to block with the Siren's Call, and we're going to block with one of the red attacks. Whether it's Art of Desire Body or Leave No Witnesses depends on how they end their turn. I'm just curious to know if they're going to roll again. They're thinking a lot about whether they want to or not. They don't have any Blood Rushes left, right? Oh, they undid. Oh, they undid. Okay, they just decided not to. They finally got punished, so... You had go again and you were thinking about rolling? Bro, what? How many Command and Conquers have we seen? 2? So there's still technically 1 they could have. Let's take 4. I guess they forgot they had the agility token. Can you guys hear Carly in there yelling? Pulping, CNC, Wild Ride, Agile Windup, Wild Ride. And a Blue Mighty Windup. Okay. So we're going to start with Spider's Bite. We're going to play Leave No Witnesses. We're going to play Venomous Bite to give it +3. And we're going to play the Fang Strike so that we put them to 14. We get their Arsenal and a card off the top of their deck, which are both good cards for us. We've now kind of evened up the life total, but they do have 6 mites. Okay, you could not convince me it is correct to ever discard Mighty Windup during not your turn. There, like, nothing you can tell to me that you can say to me is going to tell me that's correct. Now, I'm ready for someone in the chat to prove me wrong, but, like, you're going to have to do a pretty hard convincing here for convince me that I'm wrong on that one. So they drew the CNC, and, like, we just happen to have, like, a weird hand. Okay, so let's think about this for a second. If I block 6, can we combo here? Are we in combo territory? If I block Razor's Edge and Shred and the Traverse, take 5, go to 7. What if they like playing with 3 cards? Yeah, joke's on me, right? Joke's on me, Caleb. So then I'm going to tell my opponent that we're thinking here. So block 8, get a Chi. Our turn is Mistblade, Art of Desire Body, activate New, use the Stilettos to give it go again, throw the Smash Instinct, use Flick Knives to flick this to throw the Wrecker Romp. Have to force combo. Yes, we do lose the Arsenal. So actually we can't combo here. Unless I'm mistaken. I think we have to do this, right? I still think we have to do this. Spider's Bite, flick Mist. So we throw the Spider's Bite, we flick the Mist, we give this go again, and then throw Wrecker Romp. Yeah. I wish they had another blue that wasn't this run roughshod, because if this was different, like if we had Smash Instinct and something else, we could probably make a decent turn here. We get to force a decent amount of damage here, though. I just hate that we have to discard our Sink Below. Pitch into Silver? What for? Like, if, like, what are we pitching into Silver for, right? I mean, I guess we can. I don't know what it hurt. I don't know. This feels kind of like wrong to me, but is that exactly what we wanted? Did Adam literally just bail us out off the top rope? Because we get to throw this card, Flick Knives this, activate this to give it go again. That's 3 reactions, and then we get to use New to have this with go again into the Wrecker Romp. Okay, so Adam literally just saved us off the top rope, bro. All right, Adam, let's go. Let's go. You'll love to see it. I guess we don't have to combo here. Like, we could just throw Bonds of Agony and then throw 1 Smash Instinct. We could always Flick Knives the Spider's Bite here. So if we let's consider our options here. If I go Tunic Stilettos, I can go Tunic Stilettos to give this go again. Play both of them. flick the Spider's Bite, activate Enigma, play Smash Instinct, and then Arsenal the Sink Below. I can alternatively use the Stilettos to flick the Mistblade, still give this go again, play Smash Instinct, play Wrecker Romp. I think that's better. We're looking at combo, I think. I think the combo's better. So we're going to flick Knives the Mistblade. Although I still have to say, Adam's telling us to draw into the like silver did like literally just like make our turn like just so much better, which is like crazy good for us. So we activate the Stilettos. We get a Slither into our hand. We play Slither. This now becomes 4 points of damage. And we get to, like, do all the shenanigans. We'll go ahead and activate New. Beast Within's fine. All the red Wild Rods are still in the deck. We could also just take the blue, right? The blue's just better. The blue's just better. The blue is just better. Okay. So we now have go again, which means we get to throw Smash Instinct for 6, intimidating a card. And then we get to throw the Assault and Battery and still keep the Sink Below here? Yes, exactly, Thanatos. You're 100% correct. The Assault and Battery also means we just get to keep the Sink Below for another turn, which is insane. Now, our opponent still has a 3-card hand. Yeah, you don't got anything to block with over there. You don't got anything to block with over there. They just concede? Oh, they have no blocks in their hand. We knew that. Hey, let's go. Man, all right. So let's just recap the end of this game here. I'm going to update the record here real quick. That is 2 games in a row that we have won with the Flick Knives Chi Stilettos combo, drawing the silver into the Bonds of Agony. Literally won us this game. Because it gave us the ability to not only, like, I mean, I guess we were going to win regardless, right? We didn't need the Bonds of Agony. Did we? No, we did, because we had to take the blue. That was crazy. Dude, that was nuts. That was absolutely nuts. 3-2 on the night. We're crushing it right now, dude. I swear, man, with you guys telling me what to do, we're unstoppable. We're unstoppable, chat. Taking their only block card was, like, nuts. And you love to see it. We played this matchup earlier, and our opponent just, like, left. They just left, so I don't know. I think this is definitely a Mask of Recurring Nightmares matchup. This is a wave matchup. I think we want everything that's not defense reactions, right? Like, I don't think we want defense reactions, but I think we want everything else. And we just want to run the 62 card special here. God, I don't know if you guys just heard Curly or not. This is probably a good card to stack for second cycle, I think. Lunatic said, all right, send me all of your cards, bro. Oh, dude, y'all crack me up, man. We're going to Arsenal the Bonds of Agony. So I think we're going to go this route. I'm trying to play Fallout 3. Would you keep it down? Okay, Kyle, you've been talking to Diablo over there? Good lord, I swear, you clowns. All right, we're just going to pass. They want to flash something in. I was like, they're going to be aware that it comes after, like, they have to, like, protect it. They have to protect whatever they put into play. Okay, so I mean, they have a chi in their hand. Like, they're forced to just start with a spectral shield here, which is fine. Like, they're probably okay with that, but... And now they're going to pitch to activate Enigma. Yep. Really good start for my opponent. This was a very, very, very good start here. Merchandise win, red headbands, bro. I've never even considered merchandise. I've never even considered merch. You guys are hilarious, though. Let's block here. We're going to try to use Picta pieces to clear the board if we can. I don't know how well it'll work, but I think we're going to try. We're going to take some damage here. It's pretty aggressive use of Uphold Tradition pretty early in the game, but I guess if you're looking to play offense... I guess our opponent just wanted to put this into play and pass. I mean, okay. Think that's just okay with me. This is also a very good chain ender, so... Okay, so... Like, bro, what are you trying to do? I don't know what our opponent's trying to accomplish here. They're not, like, asking me to chat. They're not doing anything. I don't really know what's happening here. Ah, here it is. The old would you like to chat message. I wonder if something... Like, if there's, like, something's broken about the game or something. Yeah, they've completely reverted the state of the board. So I think we blocked here pretty early. I can't remember when I blocked.
No!
That is definitely not how you played your turn out, but okay. Okay. I really don't know what's happening right now. Is it better to throw surgical? Lose a spectral shield. I mean, we would be setting up 2 of these for second cycle, but we could also make this for 5 this turn. So I think we're better off to just go ahead and do this and try to play this way. And then, yeah, let's throw Picta pieces and see what they do. Honestly, I probably should have thrown this. And then went this slither into this. Of course, I don't think it would have hit, so... I guess we'll just go ahead and play this. Maybe I should keep that? I don't know. Okay. I am willing to give up my arm piece here if it means killing your board. That's fine. I am perfectly okay with this exchange. So we're going to block to make that available to us in case we need it. And then let's go. I mean, we need to just start clearing the board here, right? It's a pretty aggressive use of Waning Vengeance early on in the turn for literally absolutely zero benefit other than... Oh, okay, he's letting that go to make Spectral Shields. So we can use... We can buff this quite a bit here to like really push this over the top. How do I play Enigma? Like, are you asking like how like are you wanting to play against Enigma, or do you mean like how does the deck function? I'm not sure what you're asking, Rat. Just to clear. Oh, teach me. All right. So you want like, I mean, learning to play Enigma is actually a lot of fun in my opinion. I think Enigma's really cool. You have to be willing to know when to take damage, like when you need to give up your board and when you need to keep your board intact. Sorry, 1 second here. We're going to activate this to make it plus 12, or I'm sorry, plus 11 at this point in total. So now we're at 12 damage. I'm going to Arsenal the Slither here. Set it up for go again next turn, which means we're going to be definitely clearing the board unless there's like massive... Unless there are like massive defense reactions coming. They'd rather play the Astral Etchings than let me take the Astral Etchings out of their hand. So at this point, they're now blocking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, taking 3. I was like, I know that he did not just try to like cheat the system and do that. It's like, I know that my opponent did not just do that. Yeah, we can crack Stilettos and Arsenal the Slither here, which is a lot of value for us, I think. And then we still have the... We don't get to choose a card from their hand, unfortunately, but it does show us their deck, which is kind of cool. They're on Battlefront Bastion, which is good to remember. They're on Haze Bending and Shimmers of Silver. All the Unravel Aggressions. They're on Red Unmovables against us. That is also good to remember. There's only 2 blue Unmovables. They're on Miraging Metamorphs. They're on Spectral Manifestation. They're on Haze Shelters, which I think is a kind of meh card. Sacred Art. Fate for Scenes. Okay. Looks like a pretty defensive heavy deck. Just kind of like trying to get their brain, like their deck memorized here. But Rad, I mean, I think the one of the toughest parts about playing, about actually physically playing Enigma is learning when you need to let your board go so that you can try to, like, you know, like keep the card, like keep your hand because it has a better line of play, or because you're actually trying to, like get or because you're trying to get more value to push towards the game. It's really just about knowing when to block and when you need to wait, in all honesty. We're going to take 2. We're going to have a pretty sweet turn here, I think. Oh, you got something else you're going to put into play? Oh, sure. I'll go to 30. I don't care about that. Like, that card's just a trap. So we're going to throw the Wither. We're going to play Preserve Tradition. We're going to put Bonds of Agony on the bottom of the deck because I think that's the best thing we can... pick to pieces is probably better. So we're going to play Wither, play Preserve Tradition. When it comes back into our hand, as a reaction, I am going to play Hiss, play the Slither to give this go again, and then play the Command and Conquer, and then we still have a Slither in our arsenal. Or we have the option of... no, that's really about all we can do. That's probably the best thing we can do with his hand. And we kind of just get to keep, like, running Slithers here. And plus, Wither is actually pretty sweet because it forces them to... I think we're going to put Pack to Pieces on the bottom. I think that's the best thing we can be doing here. So we could activate our headpiece, give this go again, and then use Tunic and Hiss to throw Command and Conquer. But I think we're better off to do this the other way around. So the Battlefront Bastion prevention damage resolves. That's fine. We're now going to play Hiss. Hiss. Play the Slither from our hand. They're currently going to lose their Spectral Shield and actually take nothing. No, they're going to give us a Sink Below. Okay, deal. Be dealt... When this defends alone, prevent the next 1 damage, it would be dealt to you this turn. So they still have 1 prevention floating. And we get to actually throw the Command and Conquer here. That's right. Don't forget to hiss at them. That's right, Trent. Let them know. Let them know what's up. Dude, I love hissing at people when we play that card. It's like one of the weirder things I ever do, truly, but I do thoroughly enjoy it, if I'm being honest. I mean, I'm a pretty weird guy in general, but... Waxing Spectre is such a good card. So if I block with Shred, I get to pitch to play Command and Conquer, give it go again, play Codex of Frailty to get Command and Conquer back, and then throw Command and Conquer twice here. Yeah, I mean, that seems pretty solid to me. And I think blocking with the Shred is we're at a point where we want to like keep life total up so that we can save up for a better hand as opposed to doing it that way. I agree that was an aggressive use of Sync. I agree with that very strongly. That was a very aggressive use of Sync. I don't think there was a world where we were able to like flip this into a Chi and use it. I think double CNC is actually a really good play here because we're like forcing our opponent's hand. We could get something else, but they have an attack that they'll want to protect. So I think using Codex gives us the value we want to like abuse Command and Conquer, because Art of Desire Body could be really good, but I think Command and Conquer just to force their arsenal target is just better. They get a Miraging Metamorph. Yep. They have to discard a card, which is Value Town, Population Us. And then we're going to throw CNC for 6 and still Arsenal. Codex of Frailty doing its job. Weirdest thing I do is tell my opponents I'm going to Riz them up, but that's mostly just Drew and your wife, right? Absolutely. I love to hear it, man. Oh, that's so funny. Love that Slither affects all cards. I do like that. That it's just go again for like any attack. It just says target attack gets go again. I like that. I think that's like actually pretty sweet. Ooh. Flash in Haze Shelter. Okay. Protecting the Metamorph. My opponent really wants to throw Metamorph at me here, huh? They're going to play Haze Bending. So we will attack Enigma with Codex. Trent said yes. My wife too. Oh, man. All right, so the fact that they let this hit is just so good for us. There's so much value here. Now we get to throw Surgical Extraction at them with Go Again, and then Spider Spite to Haze Bending. So our opponent letting this hit is actually giving us a lot of value this turn. They need to give us one more card here. Surgical is so nasty, dude. I love Surgical. Surgical's such a good card. So they have a Prevention, which is fine. Blah, 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 blah. Prevention. So they're going to use Dense Blue Mist to make this 4 and then prevent 2 damage. So they get a Haze Bending trigger. They get a Waning Vengeance trigger. Could kill their arsenal, but I think we are better off to play it this way. Tunic to throw Miraging Metamorph at us. Hang on, I'm really thinking about this turn. This is one of those ones that I haven't really got to see yet. So I'm thinking about how we want to go through this. So if I block 6, it's dagger, dagger, leave no witnesses, which is like the kind of like heads up play. Yeah, we want to keep the board cleared, 100%. I opened my second Rainbow Foil Surgical. Dude, Havoc, that's so good, dude. That's awesome, brother. If I block 3, take 4, go to 25, I have the ability to play Homage, play this in response. We get a Fang Strike, a Slither, and we get to banish 2 cards from their hand. What 2 cards can we take that are relevant? Waning Vengeance is good. It's mostly just the 2 Waning Vengeance that are like mostly standing out to me here. I think that's the best play we have. Audio issues? What audio issues are we having? I mean, it's very possible it's me. That, like, there's something wrong with my audio. It doesn't look like it on my end from what I can see. Hey, Carly. Carly.
What?
Can you pull up my stream and see if there's audio?
What?
Can you pull up my stream and see if there's audio? Okay, Pocket said no audio issues for him. Rat says he hears me. I wonder if there's like a YouTube thing going on or something. Audio is fine on YouTube. I can hear you just fine with no fuzz. Okay, never mind. Okay, all right, that was weird. Y'all were scaring me, bro. Y'all were stressing me out there for a minute. You're good. So I can attack, activate Mask, play Waning Vengeance, which is pretty good. We don't really pitch blue cards, but it does prevent some damage. I can activate New. I mean, we can start here, right? Regardless. So let's go leave no witnesses and start here. No, there's no music. There's no music. I refreshed and it fixed. Okay. I did have a buffer. Okay, I'm wondering if like maybe you guys are having like an internet connection because a lot of people aren't having issues. Yeah, no, there's no music supposed to be playing. I only play the music when I take like a break or anything like that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, if you guys wanted there to be music, like we could make something like that happen. I'm not opposed to anything like that. Let's go Slither for go again. I think I'm playing the Fang Strike just to clear the board, right? So let's use energy here. I did have a buffer and it got all weird. Yeah, I wonder if there's something going on with YouTube. I'm curious to know if it's like a YouTube thing. I mean, the YouTube numbers, like we went from like 50 some people watching to like 39 people watching, so there might be like a YouTube thing going on. Subtle music is always nice. Let chat choose. Only licensed music? Yeah, you trying to get me demonetized over here. Oh wow, what a good answer to that. That is actually like such a good answer to that. I mean, I guess you still have to banish one though, right? I want to clear one of these off the board. And then I don't have the ability to actually put anything into play if I do activate her ability, so I think we're better off to just throw one of these at our opponent. I had an ad, but I don't know if that affects the view count. Okay, so YouTube is fine. All right, so it sounds like there was some like issues for a couple people there, but like we're kind of back on track and nothing crazy is happening. Okay, so makes me feel a little bit better. I'm glad to know that we're like kind of fixed and back to where we need to be here. Let's block Command and Conquer. And we can... Okay, activate Enigma. We'll throw the Art of Desire Body. And we have Razor's Edge and the Venomous Bite. We're not going to get the value out of the pitching a blue cause to have a Fang Strike, but I think that's okay. I think that's okay. I don't know if the ad affects the view count or not, if I'm being honest. I don't really know. We're sitting at like 39 on YouTube right now, which, I mean, you know, that's a good number. I'm glad that there's 39 of you guys hanging out here tonight, but I wonder if maybe I'm supposed to play this. I mean, because currently, if they don't have any reactions here, this is them clearing the board and taking 3, and we get to banish a card. And if it's red, we draw a card and gain a life, which is cool. Now, a lot of blue cards in Enigma, so not a high chance of that, but... let's go Rat with the Hydrate. Like to stay hydrated. Yep, we get a blue card, and then we get to Arsenal the Venomous Bite, which will probably work out for us a later turn. So we can block with Shred and just a Nick here, which kind of makes me sad because I don't really want to block with those. Don't really want to block with those cards, but all right. So there's the last dense blue mist, right? There are rats on Twitch. I knew it, bro. Trent's out here wilding. Kind of depends on like what's following this. I don't think they had any Command and Conquers in their deck when we look, so I think we're like pretty safe to block with the Shred here and take 1, and then we can potentially block with just a Nick if we need to. I actually think we're going to take 4. I would rather Arsenal just a Nick to use it to try and clear their board. I'm going to throw Spider's Bite. The more we can dagger, the better off we're going to be in this matchup. They lose their Spectral Shield. I'm pretty surprised that they were just so okay with that. And then we'll throw Art of Desire Body. I mean, I have no reason to play a reaction. If you're okay just losing this and taking 1, then I'm okay with that. I mean, we can't get over this, right? So there's like no use in playing it. We can't get over this, so we might as well just let this happen. And then we get to block with... Actually, are we going to block with anything? No, we're just taking 4. This hand's so good. Actually, this hand's cracked. So we get to go Beckoning Mistblade if it hits. Well, it's not going to hit regardless, is it? I guess it's not going to hit ever. So we should have blocked with a Codex, I guess. Seals both the counters from the Mirror guy. That's interesting to me. I mean, we can Arsenal the Codex, I guess. And go like Dagger Dagger Codex for like another turn. Not bad. Arsenaling the Codex is fine, I think, because we get to buff by 5, 8, 9 here. And then we get to play just a Nick and make this like 10. Value Town population us. Unravel Aggression is half. Fate Foreseen is... Wow, okay. So they're actually able to cover it all up. Now, they only get to attack for 3 on offense during their turn, but they did manage to cover it all up, so... We Arsenal this. Why can you not attack with this card? What is going on with this card and they can't attack with it? I don't know what's happening, why you can't attack with this card here. I mean, the dreaded 0 attack can kind of gets bailed out by the fact that we have Codex of Frailty, right? So I get to... I mean, we're just going to clear the board, right? We're going to go for a... Do we have Bonds of Agony? We're going to go for Bonds of Agony here. And really go over the top. So we're going to do this to... We're going to discard this, which I think is like kind of counterintuitive, but... Actually, it's better to just discard the Hiss, right? Or I'm sorry, it's better to discard the Razor's Edge. So we get to throw... Beckoning Mistblade here and force their hand a little bit. Yeah, I think we're going to say bye to Razor's Edge. So this, I think the best thing we can actually physically get rid of here. I really don't like playing blue Waning Vengeance in their deck. I think that's like kind of a nombo as far as everything's concerned. But and then we get to go get... We just talked about... We have Bonds of Agony that we can go get. And they get a Metamorph. We discard Razor's Edge. We play Bonds of Agony. Yeah, we get to just push quite a bit of damage here, which is good for us. So we get to choose a reaction. Or no, I'm sorry, they get to choose a card to block with. Oh yeah, you love to see that. So we're going to go Hiss. I mean, we have a Ponder, right? Like, it's fine, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the Ponder makes it okay. We get to choose both. This gets pumped up to 12. And we get to clear the board and deal quite a bit of damage. And we get to banish a few cards here. Manifestation of Mirror Guy. And we get to see what's left in their deck. A Sink Below, an Unravel Aggression. I'm sorry, there's 2 Unravel Aggressions, a Sink Below, 1 Tide Maw, there's 2 Cheese already, 2 Hold the Lines, 1 Bastion, and 1 Red Unmovable. Okay. Yeah, clearing the board is pretty good. I think getting the most out of the pump from the Hiss was good. Oh, I love to see that. That's fantastic. We just metamorphing here. Block Wither and Hiss. Think's just the most correct thing we're looking to do here. And then we get to go Spider's Bite. And then we'll throw the Leave No Witnesses. Leave No Witnesses for 4. Yeah, I mean the old one card seven's pretty good, right? That's a pretty sweet turn from our opponent there, honestly. Oh yeah, block with an attack action. We love to see it. Actually, I didn't think about that. Eradicate might not be bad. Is Eradicate in a specialization? Is Eradicate a Arachne specialization? Or is it not a spec? If it's not a spec, then it's not a bad card new. We could try it for sure. No, it's not a spec. I think we'll play this just to push some damage. They could have drawn the unmovable, and if they do, we have the Fang Strike, but we get a silver for banishing a red. We get to arsenal the Fang Strike, and then go into our next turn. So the floor of our turn is block Hiss, block Siren's Call, throw Double Trouble. Play this, put whatever we draw on the bottom of the deck, activate Mask, and then play Fang Strike. Which is not a bad turn, right? It has a Zuri on the art if it was an Arachne special. That would be a real flavor loss if that was the case, right? That would be a real flavor L if that was the case, for sure. Let's block 3 and take 1. We've kind of gotten to where, like, see what we have access to. They have access to 28, 29, 30, and we have access to 31 cards. So we're not a bad situation by any means right now. This is a weird hand. Which one's more correct here? It's this one, right? So we get to throw this at them. And then kind of play this one by ear to see how they do this. Azuri's not in the Art of Eradicate. Only problem is your Hiss cards are the only cards that buff it. You talking about Hiss and Venomous Strike? I could see that being a problem. I mean, that's fair. I mean, we could steal a blue from their hand. They give us Tunic. So if I play Siren's Call, I'm just going to throw the dagger at Shimmers of Silver. And I mean, this could be pretty good, right? We could get a, kind of a pick of the litter here to see what they have. We could also, like, only get one card, which could also be good because if they have trip reds, we're in a good spot. No, you're talking about the blue strike? It is not in here. So this is not my deck list. Somebody who hangs out in the chat very regularly, Annabelle, she's been working on new, and this is her deck list that we're kind of playing. Whichever one buffs the attack, just to Nick and Razor's Edge don't apply to Eradicate. Right, which is also kind of the problem with, like, the fact that those cards don't get buffed by, that Razor's Edge doesn't buff, like, Surgical Extraction and Leave No Witnesses is also, like, kind of a weird problem. Razor's Edge, yeah, I get that. Preserved Tradition is, they get to put an action card. I mean, it just says resolving ability. It's not going to tell me what they put on the bottom. That's just wrong, I think. They activate Meridian Pathway and put Shimmers of Silver into play. And then, I mean, we can attack them. Leave the Shimmers in play. Or are we supposed to clear Shimmers? Since they can't attack, we're just supposed to clear Shimmers, right? Yeah, no, Razor's Edge doesn't affect it because it is... Oh, you were thinking of Razor Reflex? Okay, I mean, Razor Reflex would actually be kind of sweet. That would be pretty cool. I like the way you think, Havoc. Turns into +5 if you've transcended. Oh, one of the new cards? Yeah, we could do that. We could do that for sure. So let's go at them. Bonds of Attraction. It's going to be weird to not clear the shimmers here, but I think unless we're able to like strip most of their hand, it is correct that we do not attack shimmers this turn. We would rather clear their board in a more effective way. Pick to Pieces gets +1, so we can essentially give it +5. Plus, so it's 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, which is 7, which is a breakpoint. But if they have the red unmovable, I like keeping these for second cycle, to be honest. But we're probably just supposed to keep the Bonds of Agony in our deck and try to throw the Venomous Bite, right? Like, it's probably just what we're supposed to do. Ooh, blood. Oh, Spike with Blood Rot? That actually seems pretty cool. I'm about that. I'm about that. That sounds sweet. You could talk me into that, no problem. We could also just kill the Shimmers now. But I don't think we're supposed to. I seriously think we're supposed to attack them here. Knowing that if they can't block this out, like if they have an awkward hand that doesn't block that efficiently, then we could clear this out by like just getting the text off of this. I mean, yeah, like... They take damage and it can't be prevented, like that's fine with me. That means their hand doesn't block very efficiently, which means that they're probably looking to try and like really like add to the board this turn. Haze Shelter. Yep. This attacks for 5, which can be a problem. One card I don't play is Sacred Art. So cool, but it looks good and matchups paying. Yeah, I think paying 3 for that card can be a little tricky. I am inclined to agree with that in all honesty. So if I block 6, I take 1. I dagger them pitching this. And then I get to dagger them, and then I don't have anything to throw. So the only way to really make this work is to block 3. Which means I block Wither, take 4. I pitch this to dagger them. See how they react, and then we can... then we can dagger them and then throw this. No, we should pitch these two and throw this. But we have to take 4? Man. I mean, Redback Shroud could be pretty good. One of Hack to Reality? Hang on, I gotta look up that card. I don't know what Hack to Reality does off the top of my head. 1 second. Hack to Reality. Your next attack gets +2. The next time you'd hit a hero, destroy a non-token aura they control with cost less than or equal to the damage dealt this way. I don't like that it costs 1, and I don't like that it blocks 2. But it's cool. We could try it. It's a weird one, but I'm not opposed to it. It is a Spectre Cleaner. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. So we're just using Dense Blue Mist to try and clear that out. So do I still want to throw this at them? I think I do, right? And I don't really want to arsenal this, but I really wish I had a way to like attack them again and then still throw a dagger at the shimmers. Maybe I'm just supposed to dagger the shimmers here. That's probably the most correct thing, right? Like if we just pitch the bonds, leave no witnesses in our hand, and just kind of like clear the board and play a little bit of a safer game. They still have Haste Shelter in play, which can attack, but we can try to block efficiently this turn. If you don't want to keep the bonds, you can just get rid of it with dagger. Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. Like, we definitely don't want to keep that, but I also, like, I wish we had a go again option. Unfortunately, like, I'm trying to have it all right now. I'm just kind of being a little greedy. Attack with the Haste Shelter, bro. Oh, it doesn't have a blue, so it... Yeah, I see his problem now. I see his problem now. So... we get to have it all here, right? We get to go Dagger, Dagger, Leave No Witnesses, Siren's Call, and Venomous Bite. We could alternatively go Dagger into pitch Siren's Call for Dagger, throw Pick to Pieces, use Tunic to get Venomous Bite to give this +5, and then Arsenal Leave No Witnesses. I think that's a cool line, right? Because if my opponent does not have a good blocking hand, we're able to clear it out. I need to quit my job. It's interfering with my regular aggro blaze time. Arizon, what's up, dude? How are you? Currently, I'm 7-0 into Enigma. Playing new with Vambrace makes the matchup really good. Yeah, so I do like this. So Justin had thrown out the idea of us playing Vambrace earlier, and I don't hate it. Gonna be honest, I really don't hate it. We should save this, right? Like, I don't think there's really a reason for us to throw it. We should save it. Stoked for pre-release weekend? Brother, same, fam. I'm so excited for pre-release weekend this weekend, man. I don't get to play tomorrow, but I'm playing in 2 on Saturday. So currently he has 9 ward on the board, which means if he does not have a reaction, he's going to lose everything, which is perfect. And we get to Arsenal Pick to Pieces, which is even better. He gets to make a Spectral Shield with counters on it. We're going to block with Double Trouble. Take 1, go to 11. You're also doing 2 Saturday? Nice, dude. That's awesome. Just throw daggers as much as possible. Yeah, we're close to being able to fatigue her, but I don't really want to have to rely on that game plan. I would much rather be able to like actually try and end the game, because if we take the possibility that she can set up and like put more into play, we could get into a bad spot real quick. See, I love this because she's saying no blocks because she wants to set up. And Surgical Extraction is just like, gotcha. See, I love this. This is so good. There's so much value for this. Ooh, you're just going to let me pick a card? Oh, no, you're going to give me the Unravel Aggression. I think that's the last one. Play Homage. Okay, go into your turn. Activate Enigma. We could throw this, but I think it's incorrect. We should save it for when we want to clear the board and their hand doesn't block very well. This is a weird hand. So what if I was to activate Enigma We have access to 2 blue Waning Vengeance, right? And then we also have access to a drop from the ocean. Yeah, I think we're all thinking the same thing, right? So, what if I activate new, pitch my Passover to play I don't really want to give them this. Wait a second. Yeah, Waning Mirror Guy. So, okay. Okay, I see what we're going to do. I kind of wish we could banish that, but you know, beggars can't be choosers and all that. So, we're going to go... God, we get to play all these without paying their cost? This is crazy. Well, we can't snipe more blues, right? Even if we activate new, there's a... Yeah, we can't. There's a sink below on top, right? We can't get another blue. Sadly, we cannot. And then we have a drop in the ocean we can play. I mean, I really don't want to give them a chi, right? Because they get a chi, technically. So it's better to just lose the mirror guy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It gives them a chi, and I really don't want to give them a chi. So we're not going to play that card. We can play Passover. Get Mirror Guy so that it gets banished. And then we get to play the Mirror Guy to put more defense into play. Yo, Kevin, what's up, dude? And now we get to go to our turn. So now our turn is dagger into pick the pieces. We could activate new again to try and get an extra card here because we could technically put the Shimmers of Silver into play. Which I don't really think that matters, but... I think I'm most interested in throwing a dagger. And then we can activate Mask here. Oh, how'd you do at your armory, Kevin? Okay. I mean, I guess I get to banish nothing. They get to make a little bit of a board setup here. I'm debating if I should draw a card here because it might give me the ability to go it might give me the ability to turn this on and clear their board if we draw a reaction. I mean, that's not great. And then we don't have a reaction to activate is the problem. Like, it would be good if we had it here, right? 2-1? 2-1's not bad. We did activate Mask, guys. Yeah, we activated Mask, and, I mean, they just unfortunately had everything to play. We could throw this to try to clear one more thing here, but I really think we would rather wait, right? Because they're getting to this point in the game where they have a lot of hands that don't block very effectively. They have a lot of chi left in their deck. Should have kept reaction for mask for pick. Yeah, that would have been really good. We're just gonna block. Yeah, okay. So I see what you guys are saying now, but if I had waited to use the mask when we had pick to pieces, I would have been in a spot where them doing all of that wouldn't have mattered. So now we know. Now I know that I have that, which is what I want. So we're gonna go. We're gonna start by activating new, I think. I mean, yeah, let's banish that. Let's get your blues out of there. I don't really want to play shimmers because it takes my action point, and I don't really care about it. So we're going to go dagger. I'm going to go dagger using the tunic, and then I'm going to use the inner chi. I'm going to play pick to pieces. I'm going to use the inner chi to activate mask. I really wish it'd stop popping up all these cards. I understand why it has to do that, but I wish it wouldn't because it's like mad confusing. Was on Kasai, beat KO Olympia, and lost to Prism. Yeah, I think Prism's a tough matchup, right? Like traditionally, like I think that Kasai really struggles into that. And then we get to play pick the pieces. And I think we still want to activate mask no matter what here. Like, even if they block, we still want to activate it, right? Because we just want to be getting cards out of their hand. Activate Meridian Pathway and put Haze Bending into play. That's pretty good. And then we can kill the Haze Bending this turn. So if I block with Bonds of Attraction, I can then pitch Path Well Traveled to throw Beckoning Mistblade. No, we're taking two, right? Because we're going to pitch this to throw Mistblade. We're going to play this... Play the Hiss, and then we're going to throw this at the Haze Bending. So I think we'll go to 9 here to keep this hand. Think so? Didn't feel great? Yeah, I think it's a tough matchup, right? Oh, wait, we don't even have to lose anything, do we? I'm sorry, we're not even losing life. We just have this on board. I've completely forgot that we even had this stuff on board. Art of Desire Mind is actually insane right here. I completely agree, Doubt. Completely agree with you. So we attack them, pitching path well traveled. You think we should transcend so that we can activate mask? Okay, so we had 2 people say transcend. We're not going to be able to kill Haze Bending that way though, right? I don't see how we can transcend and kill the Haze Bending here. Or do you guys just not care about Haze Bending? I guess we just don't care about Haze Bending, I guess is what you guys are getting at. Which I mean, I guess that's fair, like, right? I guess I don't hate that. We're up, what? We have access to 22 cards and they have access to 12, so at this point we're just trying to, like, run them out of cards. We're just trying to mill them out. Okay, that's fair. I hear what you guys are saying. Hear what you guys are saying. Picking up what y'all are putting down. Now we're going to play Art, attack them. We can give this go again. Not that it really matters. We will give this go again. Not for any real reason, just other than the fact that we're going to transform. And then we're going to activate Mask. Activates Meridian Pathway. Gonna put another thing into play at instant speed. Okay. And then they're probably gonna lose the Waning Vengeance to make 2 Spectral Shields here. Attack me with one of those. And we can just lose this. It doesn't matter, right? I mean, there might be a world where we want to keep it. Just punch him in the deck. I like that. I like that. That's good. Also, what's up, Robert? How are you, buddy? They should be all Chi left with that Haze. They have 10 Chi cards left. That seems like a lot. I mean, there should be a ton of Chi left, right? So we'll just lose one of the Vengeance here. I mean, that's really what they're there for. And then we'll go Mistblade at our opponent. And I think we'll throw the Bonds of Attraction at them. I think that's the best card we can throw at them. Just figured out Meridian Pathway isn't a break to do the instant. What do you mean it's not a break to do the instant? Just got back from a birthday dinner at a nice restaurant. Dude, let's go. That's awesome, man. That's super exciting. Hope you guys had fun, Robert. I always like going out to nice dinners. Also, by the way, guys, if you're going to US Nationals, you've all been warned now. I'm trying to go to dinner one night with everybody. Like, I don't care if there's like 30 of us. I'm trying to go dinner with everybody. I'm just letting y'all know ahead of time. So if y'all want to hang out and y'all want to go to dinner one night, y'all let your boy know. Because I'm down. I want to go and hang out and I want to see everybody. They probably are on 6 to 7 Chi. That is probably accurate. Like, you don't have to break the path to play things. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. You don't have to do that at all, which is really cool. It's okay. We'll put that on the bottom. We'll activate Mask to get a card from their hand here. Cusco? Dude, absolutely, brother. Let's do it, man. I'm trying to put it together. I know that Drew wants to go. And I think Taylor wants to go. Taylor Crawford and Drew want to go right now. That's like the couple I've heard from. So Cusco, Kevin, I think Robert and Chris are coming also. So I think they might want to go to dinner as well. I think we might have a few people that want to go. But dude, yeah, if you guys want to go, just let me know. I'm totally down at all times to go and hang out. So we're going to take one and lose the Vengeance here, I think. I think that's okay. And then Hay Shelter, and they'll attack with Rage Spectre. We'll block with the Siren's Call. Dagger, Surgical. Because I don't think it's correct for me to go to 4. So I think I'm just supposed to take 3 and stay at 7. If I was going, I'd go. Oh, I thought you were going. I thought you were going to Nationals, Kevin. I'm sorry. I must have forgot that, buddy. I'm all over the place, man. So let's attack them. Forcing cards out of their hand here. Yeah, I think it's correct to keep, like, I would really like to keep the Siren's Call because they're probably all blues at this point. And the more blues we can take out of their hand and deck, the better for us. But I do think that we need to, like, there's a lot of Chi left in their deck, which means they do not block very effectively. And then we're going to throw Surgical at them. 100% will be there. Nice. It's all good. I'm not that fancy. Dude, doesn't have to be fancy about dinner, bro. We're just hanging out. We're all having a good time, man. That's what it's about. Like, that is, like, nobody can convince me otherwise. The number one thing about playing cards for me is hanging out with everybody. It's the best reason to play cards. The best reason to play cards. Now we're getting to where we're a lot of chi. Okay, I think I have a plan here. Maybe a crazy one, but I think I have a plan here. I think we have to take 2 and go to 5. Just need Nationals to be in Michigan? Bro. Let's block 3 and go to 2. So the frailty that we're going to give them from Codex is pretty good. They got any good ward for you? I'm not sure. Oh, for us to get? They have Rage Spectre and we have Unravel Aggression, which I'm going to be honest, I don't know that either one of those are really where we want to be. Like, it's only like 1 during during their turn, so I don't know how I feel about that, but... So I've never actually had a Coney dog, but people swear by him. People swear by him. We're going to activate this. Going to activate Mask. Get a card out of their hand. They give me the Sink Below. Them giving me the Sink Below is actually like bonkers good for me right here. Because it lets my Codex be so much better than I wanted it to be. Some places are better than others. I mean, that's fair. I think that's a lot of things in life, right? Like, some things are just better than others. It do, in fact, be like that sometimes. Mom said there would be days like that. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, we could have used one of the cheese to, like, actually just, like, mill over some of their cards right there. That might have been just the better play. I do think we're going to clear their board right here. They got a Miraging Metamorph, which we can give 2 cards to cover up next turn. And then I think we're going to get their board right here. Actually, the Metamorph's just dead if they don't have anything. I was like, God, did I just skip through blowing up their arsenal? Last 3 in their deck are Chi. So are those blue cards? Like, can we technically, like, banish those? Right? Like, I think they are. I think that's how that works. So we get their arsenal, which is the Metamorph. They get a Spectral Shield, which doesn't attack me for anything because of the frailty. Sure, I'll arsenal this. They make a Spectral Shield, and then they attack us. I mean, you can attack me for 1. Seems like a pretty good use of Tunic, right?
What?
Yep. So we get to go... Hang on, I want to make sure that I do this right. So we get to go Dagger... Dagger, have 2 floating throw pick to pieces, use this to activate this and then clear their board. I'm pretty sure. So likely, yeah, mill. Okay, so I think this is good. I mean, I guess we could have milled before they drew. That would have also been a very good play. Yeah, that would have been a good play. If we would have milled them for 1 before they drew, that would have been a pretty good one because we knew that we were going to get their chi, right? Yeah. Good catch. That would have been pretty good there, Captain. But pick to pieces just clears their board. And then we throw this, attack them. And then the inner chi here is actually just going to end up like, we're just going to end up blocking with a card and then just like clearing it out. Oh, they did have cards left to block? I thought they were completely out, to be honest. Yeah, it's fine with me. You got 2 cards left in your deck. We want to make sure we can block as much as possible here the rest of the game. Yeah, they did. I didn't realize they did, but I guess they did. And then from here, we get to just block. We get to throw a dagger at them, and then throw this at them, and then mask. And this should just be game from here, right? Like, unless I've just, like, crazy, like, unless I've miscounted, this should just be game. Mill him just for the lulz? That would be hilarious. I mean, yeah, we could have just for the memes, but I think this is, like, definitely the safer play that we have to make here. And then we get to attack them. And then we get to use our chi to actually take one of their chis out. And then next turn we have the ability to take their last card and end the game. So they have nothing left. We're going to go block and then chi again. They're going to activate Enigma, attack us for 2. We're going to block for 3. And then it's dagger. Can we ever get their last card here? Can we ever get their last card here, or are we going to have to, like, wait? So no, there's never a world where we can get their last card, right? But even with the mask, he just pitches, right? It doesn't matter. Like, there's no world where we can get them with the last card. Yeah, I think we actually just have to grind this one out. Because we can't get them with the last card. What card do we want to banish? We just banish Mirror Guy and play it, right? And, like, it just saves us some... Just saves us some life, so we don't have to block one turn. But the good news is that we don't need our mask anymore, right? Like, we can just never use it. It doesn't matter. Because even if we do... So, hang on. If we activate mask on our turn... If we activate mask on our turn, so like if we block with shred, and then we go dagger, bonds, activate mask, he pitches to make a spectral shield. Then on our turn, when we draw a chi, we actually activate to clear off his board. We can activate to mill his last card with new. So this is actually the better play. We attack him. He lets the spectral shield go. I guess we can just send the dagger. We don't have to throw the bonds, right? And then he pitches to Enigma. We draw back up on our turn. We activate new. And then he concedes. Okay. It took me a minute, but we got there. Took me a minute to figure it all out. We are running low on blocks. Keeping the bonds there would have been good because we could have just thrown a dagger and activated it. Well, no, we needed to clear both of those, right? So we didn't have to block. Which was okay, because once we got rid of it that turn, we were good the rest of the game. Yeah, it was a complicated play pattern. It really was. But we ended up getting there. It took me a minute to see it, but I'm glad we were able to figure it out. So, Nu's actually really good. Like, I'm really enjoying Nu's play pattern and, like, the way she plays. Like, she seems really cool. I definitely have a lot of learning to do, but she's sweet. News pretty cool. So yeah, I really enjoyed the stream tonight. I mean, to be fair, I always do. I just love hanging out with you guys in honesty. But news solid. News really good. News very aggressive. New blocks very efficiently. She has all of the typical assassin stuff, except she has a lot of new really cool tricks that people have not figured out yet, or not figured out how to play against, which I think is really cool. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out tonight. I really appreciate you guys being here. For what it's worth, we have a Discord. If you guys want to hang out in, you can hit !Discord in the chat wherever you're at, or if you're hanging out on YouTube, it's in the stream description. Also, we're going to be having our third Talishar tournament coming up the weekend of June the 8th. You can find all the details about that in the Discord. It's completely free to play in, and it's the weekend before Nationals so that everybody can hang out, practice a little bit, and get to know everybody a little bit better. It's kind of like a big armory, and I have some fun prizes I give away to people who, first and second and stuff like that. We play out top 8, so it's really cool. If you're interested in that, you can hit !Discord. We'd love to have you in the Discord. And I'm trying to think. I will not be streaming tomorrow or Saturday because of pre-release. On Sunday, I will be back. We'll be playing some cards. I might play some Azalea to try and prep for Nationals. I'm not sure. Not 100% sure. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys have a good night and a good weekend. I'll see you guys on Sunday.